Do a lot of dwarves have beards?
Shut the fuck up.
No.
You're dealing with a real one right now.
Octogenarian men, to be exact.
Those are old guys? Okay.
Yeah.
I knew that word. We're leveling it up.
I'll bring it down. I'll bring the book
Please.
down.
Your life is Game of Thrones. This show is House of Dragons. Williamsburg was crazy in the 90s.
It was just affordable.
It was all the Curlies were there. The globalists were there.
Wow.
Right?
Sure. Von Dinklage can talk about that. Dude, HBO was really worried about Game of Thrones. They were just like, dragons? We do like The Wire and Sopranos. But it
took was
the
mafia.
risk. With great risk comes great reward.
Do you have people in the dwarf community reaching out and saying, listen, bro.
In the tree hollow?
I didn't say where they live, Pete.
Hold on, let me call them. It's really small.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Flagrant. Today, I am incredibly excited. Maybe the most excited I've ever been to do an episode of Flagrant. Okay, we have an illustrious guest. I think the first time that I met him, I said, season 2 of a specific show, his character was the greatest season that a character has ever had in the history of television. I think that's what I said.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then he said, can you leave me alone, please?
I don't think that second part was true.
We have Peter Dinklage. Let's go! Now, we also have...
Air horn sound?
Yes. The special effects are high here. We also have Elliot with us, guys. Elliot,
what's up, Elliot?
the fearless director of Peter's new movie.
And Andrew Schultz's new film.
No, this is your guys.
We call it a film, not a movie.
Okay, my bad.
It's highbrow.
I need to be higher brow.
You do.
How do I do?
You can pluck. Higher brow.
Can you teach me how to be more sophisticated when I talk about cinema?
Yeah, cinema. There you go. Now you got fresh new wave. Yes.
It's rubbing off on me.
Yes.
Okay, we were very excited to have you because you barely do podcasts. You don't do anything.
I don't do anything.
Outside of just being part of huge movie franchises and TV shows, film.
Yeah.
When researching you, there's like 3 things on the internet.
Yeah, right.
You have a Mark Maron. You have an address that you gave your college.
That was a highlight. Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's
cool.
really awesome.
Very
That
cool.
was very cool. And it was like about 20 years after I graduated, I guess, and that the school hasn't lost its beauty. And the kids, they look so young.
Yes.
We think we're adults at that age, and they just look like children.
Yes.
So that just means we're all old.
But that's good that you think they look like children, because sometimes in Hollywood,
right.
But you were like, they're too young. They're so young. Look how young they are.
You're on the right side of history.
I would never think that they're appropriately aged.
21, young.
Where's your dorm room?
Yeah.
That was a highlight. But I do things. I do this. I do things.
This is rare.
You got to do things. You got to sell the cars. But the more you do things, though, I drink a lot of coffee. You pour the wine. You start talking your mouth off, especially with friends.
Yes.
And you just get in trouble.
This is
So actors should, because it's taken out of context. It's taken and used for somebody else's agenda.
Yes.
Anything hot button. So
we won't talk about anything hot button.
talk about what you had for breakfast.
That's all we're going to do.
I dare anybody to turn it into their own agenda.
Yes, I agree.
But they will.
They will. Now, you did have a good opinion about the Olympic opening ceremony.
Again, hot button. I did not see it, but I heard Gaga was great and Celine.
Oh,
I heard it rained.
It did rain.
But literally, I didn't even know the Olympics were happening.
Oh, no way.
I've been upstate. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey, I'm a patriot
Yeah.
or a globalist.
Wait a minute. A globalist?
What is that?
Part of the Hollywood agenda?
What does it mean when you're pro the world?
Human.
That's
Humanist?
That's
what about
scary.
the animals? I love animals. That seems. Yeah. What
All
about
of
the
them?
aliens in the universe? No, not all of them.
Yeah.
No, there's a few.
Yeah, I feel like there's a few.
There's just a few.
Yeah.
Are we talking about the animals or the humans?
The animals.
Can we just rank the humans? No. Let's get the movie
I feel
canceled
like
before it comes
badgers
up.
are assholes. Can you swear on this?
Of course.
You have to. Just
We have a
care
quota.
whatever you are.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
badgers.
I'm quoting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can really do whatever you want here.
Really?
Yeah, which
Elliot
is
will do that.
Elliot. We're gonna have to keep Elliot buttoned up.
Clothes on.
Yes, dude. Elliot has a piece on him. Did you know that?
He has what on him?
He's got a real
A tool?
He's
A weapon?
got a weapon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he showed it. He showed it to us when we were out in
When you were
Calgary.
casting.
Yeah.
When that's how you got the part.
I thought I got it on my merit.
No.
He was like, "Let's compare foreskin."
You got the part, then got the part. That's how it goes.
That is 100% true.
You have the foreskin?
No, I don't. But
Okay.
he doesn't either. He's a huge Jew.
That's not just the domain of the Jews. It's,
Wait, there's some other people that have it.
Catholics.
I don't think Catholics have to do it.
We did back in the day. Yeah.
Mark is
really?
Catholic.
Yeah, I'm Catholic. I was raised very Catholic, and I'm still, just wrapped up. It's like my third version of birth control. You know what I mean? You just tie it off at the end, and you're good. That's real.
No condom.
Condoms,
Double knot.
foreskin, abstinence, no pregnancy scares.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic. But extra bathing.
No.
We still don't know how that works.
that
He
adds to the
cleans it out.
abstinence. Yeah.
Wait, you went to Catholic school? That's something I learned in my top tier
high
journalistic
school.
research.
All boys Catholic high school.
Oh wow.
Very healthy for a guy like me.
Wait, why? What
Because I
was
was
it
a
about
jock.
that? No, dude, hold on.
That'll set you back a couple years. Because it's, we're not going through much when we're going through
Not
puberty
at all.
anyway. No, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
To,
And just guys.
Right, just guys who are really jacked up.
Yes. Yeah.
No, I mean, it was really, my mom gets so mad at me when I just, and because she's like, it was private, we paid for it. And, it was really a beautiful, lucky place to be. But no, when you're that age, you don't really understand that. You understand, like, nobody understands me, and I'm going to start smoking cigarettes and hang out with, like, the Judd Nelson and the Breakfast Club crowd.
Okay, now I'm glad you brought up the Judd Nelson Breakfast Club crowd, because in doing my research, you said this, that you would
About
wear...
Judd Nelson?
No, just Judd.
First time I've ever brought up Judd Nelson in conversation, I think.
But I think Judd inspired that
Okay.
you would wear capes.
Judd Hirsch inspired, I think.
I don't know.
You're mixing your
You're
Judds.
too sophisticated for me right now. I don't even know. I don't know.
I'm
You
Judd.
still call some movies. Like, you gotta dump it down.
Yeah.
Judd
Disney.
Hirsch. Okay.
No, capes. You said you would wear capes.
Yeah. Black velvet capes.
Okay.
A lot of black. Jesus,
Yes.
I haven't changed.
Yes.
A lot of black capes.
Yeah.
Combat boots.
Okay.
Mullets. Which just was the thing.
What's the reasoning?
Yeah.
What's going on here psychologically?
What are you trying to do?
See, that's exactly why I wore the capes, because of people like you. Because trying to get underneath me and never understanding. No, I think it's protection. It's a shield. It's hiding.
Were you sassy with it? Like, would you ever
Did I
like?
fly? Every time I exited the room. I did rock a beret. Yeah.
Oh, my dad had the beret.
Yeah, the berets were
Berets were
big.
popping. Berets were popping back
in the
in the
80s.
day.
Yeah, still wears a beret. Pulls
Yeah,
it
he
off.
does.
Yeah. I put away my beret.
Yeah, I tried to wear it to school once. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never
Prince
wore it
made
again.
a raspberry beret, made it a thing. Like a lot of Jersey kids were wearing berets after that song came out.
But you used to wear top hats.
Yeah, I had a little top hat phase.
Like,
going.
he went through a top hat.
Yeah, but I was just trying to get laid.
Yeah, because top hat will get you laid.
Yeah. I think it would start a
By a
conversation.
certain someone. That,
Yeah. Men.
with monocles.
Yeah, what you hiding in there?
Are you a top?
I'm a top hat. Men. Octogenarian men, to be exact.
Those are old guys. Okay.
Yeah.
I knew that word. I knew that
right?
word.
That's 80s.
Did you?
Right?
Yeah.
80s, yeah.
Yeah. We're leveling it up.
I'll bring it down. I'll bring the vocab
Please.
down.
God,
Yeah.
English.
Thank
Okay.
God, dude.
I'll say movies, not films. I'll say
Okay.
I'll say magazines, not books.
Please.
Listen. Your life is Game of Thrones. This show is House of Dragons. You just have to bring it down. You just have to dumb it down. I'm sorry.
That's not fair.
Is that what you're talking, the
That's
TV
not
show or the
fair.
books?
Unfair of him. We all saw
Whoa.
season 8 of Game of Thrones.
You never watched Game of Thrones, man. I always love getting that. Like, you were on Game of Thrones. I've never seen it.
Yeah, Yeah.
just identifying me. I haven't, you know what? Shit.
Are you the
I
most
haven't watched House of
identifiable
Dragon.
human being on the planet?
Yes.
It's funny. Like,
Do you have a napkin?
do you need?
The problem with this is like coffee gets.
Here, just use Mark. Yeah, yeah.
No, I mean, this is not fooling anybody, but sunglasses and hat. Everybody's like, why are you fucking trying?
Not the funniest.
I really did have a moment though when we got out of me and my family got out of Chelsea when Game of Thrones was really hitting and we had to move out. So we moved to Brooklyn where everybody's just a bit calmer. But I was walking up 10th Avenue towards our old apartment and I was being harassed a little bit. You know, people mean well, but and Leonardo DiCaprio walked right by me in a baseball cap and sunglasses, and he just went, he gave me a little, and I was like, God, they don't even know, because they're not looking for Leo. They just see me, but you know, no big deal. 99.9% of 80% of the time, they mean well, and the other 20%, you just you want to give them a lecture.
Yeah, there is, but it is a funny thing because in terms of like you're on the biggest show ever, and then in terms of recognizability, they're gonna hit. Like immediately, they're locking it in.
Well, they're confused why you're there, like we're on the street or getting a coffee or something.
Yeah.
They're just trying to. Again, they mean
We
well,
don't
but
know what gender
just,
they are.
They're
Yeah.
just. Thank you. They're just. They're just confused.
Yeah.
They don't get it.
Also, I think when you watch someone, this is different where film is different from television. Is that like I remember watching The Wire when I was younger, and those people that was their real life.
Yeah.
They weren't actors to me.
Right. Well, there's that. Yeah, that show's incredible.
But I think the same thing happened with Game of Thrones. It was like, oh, this is the world that I'm just a voyeur in. And then you see somebody just walking their dog or getting coffee, and it's like, yeah, that doesn't make sense at all.
Why aren't you riding
And
dragons?
you were also so good in that show. And to his point, we spend years getting to know you
it was
as
so long.
Tyrion.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's a
So-
familiarity, unlike a movie. It's a familiarity.
Yeah,
You're in
90
the living
minutes
room.
in and
I just have to point out, like, before we met, I thought, like, Tyrion was this, like, ingenious character that you concocted. And then we hung out one night and partied. And I was like, I don't even know if he's acting. It's like, this guy's fucking getting after it, dude. Like, what happened? I almost want to read the book and see if, like, you just made him you.
No, it wasn't me. Dave and Dan are writers.
Yeah.
They're so good. They're so good. Yeah, I haven't watched House of Dragon because I feel like I don't know. I just spent so many years doing that show.
Yeah, it's a little close.
I'm watching other things now, and maybe one day. But
I will say
it is wild. It's not. I miss that show, but it's like I miss the life of it more because it's 9 years, and you know, it's just such a thing. It's such a big chunk of your life, which is rare.
I will say the difference is, like, because I'm obviously a huge fan of Game of Thrones, and I've been a fan of House of Dragons, is I think what some Hollywood execs thought is the reason people like Game of Thrones is the dragons.
No.
And I don't think they realized that it was like exquisite writing.
Yeah.
And
Best.
it was
You hear it. It's like I love Breaking Bad because those guys are so good, but you hear that crispy, like Vince Gilligan writing. You're like, this is how people talk, but it's so elevated.
dense. Every sentence has weight.
Yeah. And it's not just like, it's not like you read some scripts and you're like, there's so many scenes where it's just somebody asks a question, somebody answers it. And it's just so sort of dead.
Meaningless, yeah.
It's just, that's not how people talk.
Yeah.
It's,
Wait, what do you mean by that? It's not how people talk. No,
We're not supposed to ask, you know, it's not how people talk in life.
Yeah.
They talk over each other. They do fits and spurts of poetry and like they forget their chain of thought. And
Yeah.
it's a really,
So sometimes dialogue
great
is-
writers know that.
Yeah. And then
It's fucking hard.
Yeah.
To make it look natural. But like, that's the thing. It's, who was I? John Goodman. I think it was a podcast.
There we go.
John Goodman talking about that, like the Coen brothers.
Yeah.
Like, it's so good and so fresh. You feel like those guys are just improving.
Yeah.
But no, it's written every line. They're just faithful to.
Yeah.
And
Like
you said
Shakespeare.
Breaking Bad.
You go outside the lines and it's like, it falls apart. if it's a really good script. You know, if you the sweater will become unthreaded and you'll lose it. But you stick to those lines. And
I remember watching Game of Thrones. Like there was certain lines that I remember almost like rap lyrics. The chaos is a ladder. I drink and I know things.
Or a T-shirt.
But they become T-shirts.
Yeah.
Which obviously we're going to commodify everything. This is like America.
So just yes, they haven't thought of that before.
Yeah, but it's so impactful. Like, okay, this is it. And
that's what I was gonna say. Like Breaking Bad, maybe the best show ever. I love it. But I remember I Am the Danger. I remember that one thing.
I'm the one who knocks.
I'm the one who knocks.
Yeah, dude.
It's amazing.
Or come on,
for Game of Thrones, you get a few of those every season. Like a few of those, Chaos is the Ladder. Like you said, these things. Holy shit, that's gonna stick with me.
Saul Goodman?
Yeah.
I fancy myself a little smart, but I was like, oh god, why didn't I put that together?
I didn't pick that up.
Yeah,
that is perfection.
The Life Tour, the last leg. This is it. Atlantic City, we've added a second show on August 24th. Then we got San Antonio, we added a second show. Then we have Las Vegas, September 13th. That's the Sphere weekend. We're all going out to Vegas for the Sphere. On Friday, we're coming to the Life Tour in Vegas. And on Saturday, we're going to UFC, the Sphere. Then we got Cleveland and Columbus. Then we have Minneapolis. Then we have Milwaukee. Denver, we've added a third show. That's going to be October 16th through the 17th. We added a third show. October 18th. Cincinnati, we've added a second show. Rama, Ontario, we're up there. Then Salt Lake City, we've added a second show. Reno, Nevada, we have 2 shows. San Jose, we've added a second show. Portland, and then Honolulu, Hawaii. And then the Life Tour is over. So if you want a chance to check out the Life Tour, this is the craziest tour I've ever done. This is the tour that brought all of my dreams. Made all of them come true. Actually, you guys actually made all of them come true. But I think it is by far my best work, and it is the work that I'm most proud of. I would love if you guys come and check it out. These are your opportunities to check it out before it is over. TheAngelSouls.com. Do not get hit over the head by the scalpers. I will see you guys out there. Peace.
What's up, guys? It's date time. This is important. I'm going to start doing a monthly show at New York Comedy Club. People in New York don't even realize I live here. They keep asking when I'm going to come. I'm going to do about 20, 30 minutes at this show once a month, along with some friends. I'm going to do a big chunk of time at New York Comedy Club. First show is August 14th, New York Comedy Club. Also, August 29th and 30th, I'm going to be in Honolulu, Hawaii. September 6th and 7th, I'm going to be in Vegas. September 12th and 13th, I'm going to be in Doral, Florida. The 19th and 20th, I'm going to be in Timonium, Maryland, which I'm pretty sure is outside of Baltimore, but I don't really know. 28th, Greensville, South Carolina. And we are going to have more dates coming at you guys. Go to akashsingh.com for those. Also, if you want the best chai in the city, go to my brother's chai shop that I have also invested in, Fontainhas. That's Fontainhas. Go there, check it out. Best chai in the city, or I'll give you your goddamn money back. Let's get back to the show. I won't give you your money back probably, but I'll think about it. Let's talk.
When the idea of playing the role comes up, do you not even care that it's fantasy? Are you just looking at it? Were you familiar with the books?
Genre has nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with
it. Sadly, though, sometimes genre, I don't know. I mean, I was raised in the 80s where it was like before Lord of the Rings, you had like just like B movies. The fantasy was like B movies.
Yeah.
Like Beastmaster and like they weren't, because they're so expensive to make. It's hard to, to make it look good.
Yeah.
No fault of any filmmaker. We're struggling to make those things. But, then I guess probably I fell in love with sci-fi because of Star Wars and Blade Runner and the ones that were done really well.
Yeah.
But fantasy was always sort of like, really?
Yeah.
I mean, we had Jim Henson, like Dark Crystal, which was really cool when I was a kid. But everybody sort of shied away from it because it was a certain thing and it wasn't elevated enough.
So Star Wars,
and they were worried. HBO was really worried about Game of Thrones. Yeah, they were like, there was a few people who really believed in it, and Dave and Dan especially in their writing. But because of that, I think they were just like, dragons? What? We do like The Wire and Sopranos, Mafia. That's so not what. But it
took was the Mafia.
Risk. With great risk comes great reward.
Yes,
in every day. And I wish people did it more, because then we have, knockoffs and sequels, and it's like, it's kind of missing that risk.
So you think that's what's happening right now with film?
Yeah. Oh my God.
There's a concern about risk.
Yes. But I think being inundated by all these remakes and stuff that are sort of flopping at the box office, they just are like, but aren't you learning a lesson because of that?
Nope.
You know? It's really hard. And I wouldn't begin to know how to run a studio. But I think you've already spent some money developing these scripts. We're already at the gate. Just unlatch the gate and let us run. And if we mess up, we mess up. But we might not, and it might be great.
Yeah.
But I just don't understand, you know, that reasoning.
I was talking to a guy and who's in the business, and he was saying that the studio model is there's a guy who works there who might be in love with film. Like he truly might love it, and that's why he ended up getting the job. But his job is to put out 8 movies a year.
Right.
That's the job.
Like a quota.
A quota of movies. And whenever you have a quota, like if you're a cop with a quota, you're going to arrest some, you know.
Wait, why did you point it out?
What?
White part, not the
I was pointing at
I was
pointing. Yeah. This guy,
like a
I wasn't
burnout.
pointing at.
Yeah. We should be go on the dating game. Remember that? Bachelor number 1.
Yeah, we doing it all right here on this couch.
How long do you spend washing your hair? 5 minutes.
3 hours.
3 hours. We really should. We should just go out tonight, the 3 of us.
Yeah, let's do it.
Just see what happens.
Yeah.
Because we're going to attract 3 very different types of people.
Were girls
Married. I don't even know what that means.
Were girls just throwing it at you like crazy?
No, when?
Come on, when?
Game of Thrones?
When you're the most
Girls.
favorite.
I'm out of here.
Come on, there had to be something.
Game of Thrones, even if you're married, whatever, it must present itself.
No,
the
I
opportunity.
thank
Just
God,
the presentations.
Thank
not-
God, sort of already had kids when Thrones was hitting.
And shout out to your wife, incredibly talented,
Yeah,
lovely
amazing
lady.
writer, director.
But back to the girls throwing it at you.
So
that you reject.
it's a weird,
Yeah.
it's a weird thing because when fame comes a little later, you're just like, okay, great, it's happening, but then you're sort of know how to navigate it better. But I'm the personality which probably should have had more fun when I was younger. But those
I have a
young
hard time
people who are
believing you
getting
didn't have-
people
Yeah.
like, all right, let's say men who are famous at a young age who are having the opposite sex or the same sex throwing themselves at them. Well, how would you ever trust that? Because how do you? I mean, how do you trust that? You're not falling for me. You're falling for this idea of, I'm not that.
Right.
So it's very and I'm sure a lot of young people can speak much more eloquently than I can about it because they're living through it as we speak. But yeah, that would be, and I'd see the young people on Thrones, which is huge. We go to Spain, and there'd be people in the lobby like, "Hello, what do you want to do?" And it was just like, wow, that must be very.
I wonder if you start
It
to
was
resent.
like being a heavy metal musician in the '80s,
Right.
like
Yeah, I
Motley
can imagine.
Crue. It was like our version of that, and what those guys must have just had experienced.
Sorry, if we can backtrack a little bit, you've probably spoken about this, but if you can indulge us. When you get the script for Game of Thrones, when you read Tyrion's character as the first season is being filmed, what are you thinking? Are you thinking like, this is what I've been waiting for? I've never really gotten a role like this. I'm sure you get a lot of bullshit roles and like stuff that you're like, this is the same fucking thing I always get. Then you get this guy, Tyrion, who's so complex, so smart, so layered.
Yeah.
Are you like, I get to flex now? And then are you like, this is going to be it?
Yeah, for sure. No, yes, I get to flex, but I'm sort of maybe cynical about if something feels that good,
It's not going to work.
it's not going to work. Nobody's going to buy this. In the first season, we didn't have any money, truly. I mean, it's all relative. We had some money. But even at the end, if you visit our base camp, our trailers were the same as they were in the first season. It was really, and I think that's what made the spirit of all of us come together so well. And the crew, we roughed it, man. You really would never know. Our salaries got higher as it went along, but the conditions were kind of great, like an indie movie almost. I mean, the sets were extraordinary, and the costumes were extraordinary. That didn't feel indie, but the vibe did, and I think that's what really. But to answer your question, no, I was kind of cynical. Like, this is great. Nobody's going to go for it. It's weird.
After the first season, did they start expanding your role? Do you think that they saw something special? And
I don't know if you start expanding it, but they definitely started. What happens in TV, they start to write for the actor. They gear it to your strengths and challenge your weaknesses.
so what did they try to challenge for you?
oh shit! I set myself up.
Yeah, this is fun. He's like,
My ability to act good.
I don't think.
No, I told them, I knew David Benioff a little bit, and I got to know Dan, thankfully, who now are two of my close friends. We're also the only Americans on that show.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the producers were American, but I was the only American cast member. Momoa was American. He was on for the first season. That was a fun season. But so we sort of just got like houses, and everybody else would sort of commute back and forth to London. So the three of us sort of spent a lot of time together,
right,
being like sort of missing our families and being, the Americans abroad. But they definitely started, you could feel them warming up and making you sort of become synonymous.
So they start to understand you and how you're going to play this character, and then they write towards that.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, they had the long game in their mind the whole time. The map of the whole thing was exquisite. But I just wanted to not be a fantasy dwarf. I wanted to not to be crass, but I wanted to have a dick.
Yeah.
Like, and that's so like, it's like, when clinically what you are has become sort of poached by the fantasy world as a term for somebody who's not human. Like a gnome or an ogre or whatever else. There's a fairy, pixie, leprechaun, elf, everything. Dwarf. No, that one's real. That one's actually a thing. There's no gnomes in the world, but that's a thing. So, but therefore, when you do that, you're clipping your balls.
You got all kinds of fantastical things: dragons, unicorns, dwarves.
Yeah, you're just clipped, and I was like, I can't be clipped, guys. I can't be clipped.
Akash has a,
and they do that with not just people my size.
That's what
they do that with. Nationality. You know, we got to be careful.
Who do they do? Who?
Oh, throughout the town. We're not talking about what we were talking about before.
Every slave movie has black people in it for some fucking reason.
Deal with that.
Yeah. When are we going to DEI that?
Why slave owners always got to be white? What's that about?
Disgusting.
It's negative stereotypes, dude.
Crazy stuff, man.
Oh my god.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah, there's I thought it was pretty cool as I was looking at all the things that you've done. Again, I don't know when you first started, like, maybe getting into it, there's certain things you have to do, but it seemed like you made a choice not to play any of those roles that you would probably get offered simply
I got
because
offered.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah, early days. Now they know better so we're not going to send that to Pete.
Yeah, he'll be upset. But
no, I'll just quick no.
Most people that want to be an actor, let me rephrase that. Most people that want to be famous and they want to be famous through acting will grab everything.
Yeah, it's the difference, and it's a culture we're living in. A lot of kids are asked, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" And they say, "Fame."
Fame. It's
without
ridiculous.
without the
what's the substance of the fame?
No, it's hard because everybody's unique, coming at it from their unique angle, and I can only speak from my angle on what I wanted to do. And I think it's more to do with the people you surround yourself with, the people you're lucky to find along the way. Like I call it the tribe. You become friends with really good writers, really good directors, and you start to do that together because we're nothing without each other. Yeah. We can't act in a vacuum. Yeah. It's collaboration. So you sort of hook your wagon to talent, and hopefully friendships. And they're usually the same thing.
Do you have people in the dwarf community reaching out and saying, listen, bro,
in the tree hollow?
I didn't say where they lived. I didn't say where they lived, Pete.
Hold on, let me call them. It's really small.
What did you say?
That's Dwarvish for somebody page me. Remember that? You guys remember pagers?
You're an asshole.
I'm not asking it.
You think they're on a fucking group chat or something?
Yeah, I had a real thoughtful question, Mark.
I'm sure there are. I'm just not on those group chats. I'm not on any social media, so.
You know that your fake Instagram account has 4.5 million followers?
No way.
Yes. I met that person once at a press conference in Barcelona, maybe.
You believe them when they said that they ran it?
No, it was. And he's a really young guy. And I went, oh, I didn't know how to process it because he was like, isn't that great? I'm that guy. I'm really trying to, he was like, it was like he was being altruistic, like helping me or something. And I went, no.
I'm trying to
You can do what you want to do. Just be kind and don't put pictures of my kids in. I just went right for that.
Yeah.
I admonished him for that. And he was so kind of, it was hard to argue with him because he was really sweet, and, young, and he never did since.
Oh, that's good.
I checked a couple times just to make sure he wasn't, and he didn't. Yeah, because you can't do that, man.
Yeah. Leave the kids out of it.
That's off limits.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, the kids.
There's a couple things that are off limits, and everybody instinctually should know those things as humans.
Yeah, but the desire for attention makes you often look the other way.
Yeah,
that's annoying.
I know.
At what age did you? Yeah.
But it's strange when people set those up. It's more attention for me than them. So is it? I don't.
Yeah, I think
what's the reasoning?
They couch it.
They get to see the numbers go up. They still get like the gamified dopamine hit from the platform.
Right. So anything the more shocking, get more, I guess.
Yeah, especially if they don't have kids. If they're young, then they're just like, oh yeah, it's just content. You know, my cousin posts their kids. Like, why can't?
Yeah, and we're also living in a culture where people are posing on magazine covers with their newborn babies.
Yeah,
it's like, okay.
I actually worry about that. Like, I just had a daughter. Woo! I know. It's fucking awesome. It's the coolest thing ever. But like,
I did not know that, brother.
Yeah.
Oh, God, the best.
Yeah, it's the fucking coolest thing ever.
I thought you guys were good friends. How do you not? Do you keep up with this guy at all?
I mainly ask him the questions. So I know a lot about what's going on.
You gotta follow his fake account. That's where you
I'm going to send you the fake account. It's great. And it's really cool. I wore capes too, but you never fucking asked me. No, but it's one of those things where it's like, it's the coolest thing I've ever created in my entire life. My wife and I, she did most of the creating.
For sure.
And, but it's
God complex.
But don't they have it?
Yeah.
And, it's right. Just making life. Like,
I know.
And, but at the same time, I feel like, okay, right now, she could look like any baby, but once she starts to look like just her, I'm like, okay, I don't think she can ever be on social media, at least not mine. I don't want anybody to be able to recognize her.
Right.
But it's also this thing that I'm so proud of.
They become their own person too, and they're not doing this anymore. They're eye rolling at you.
Okay, so I'm a little bit terrified of that too. Are you at the point where the kids are going, "Hey, I need my own time, Dad"? Like you're bothering us, Dad.
To them.
I have to go film a movie in north of Canada.
The greatest thing is they're their own person.
Yeah.
And your parent will tell you the same thing. It's like, it's not overnight. It's gradual, and they're always their own person. And they just,
How old are you?
You can't take the credit anymore.
Yeah.
The credit sort of fades away, and then, it's cool.
Yeah. How old are yours?
12 and 6.
12 and 6. Oh, 12 is like
that's a real human.
Yeah.
Yeah. She sure is.
Ideas, opinions.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's
Telling
great.
you how the world is.
Yep.
What is something she told you? What is something she told you?
It's great. It's
Shakespeare's
so fun.
overrated.
No, it's just great to just have enlightening conversations with your kid.
But what was she saying?
Oh God, I mean, Taylor Swift. I can tell you anything about Taylor Swift.
Is she?
Taylor Swift is. Let's talk about
Yes.
Culturally, Taylor Swift.
Yeah, the relevance.
Because I'm in it. I'm in it deep. And anybody with kids, not in what? That's not right. Anybody who has
talk about that thing
culturally. Anybody with a tween can tell you the same thing. That Taylor Swift is huge.
Yeah.
I mean, she's everywhere.
Get out of here.
But I think she's fantastic.
Yeah.
But I also go, but what about Nirvana?
Yeah,
what about the Beatles? What about this? What about that? But it's like Taylor all the way. Yeah. And my son loves Nirvana. And I'm like, thank God. And we blast Nirvana in the car when we're together.
But when you're not around,
T. Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah. But it's and I think it's like, oh my God, it's what people were like with like the Beatles, with the old parents were like, what's that?
Yeah.
What is that stuff? It's all the time. We're hearing the Beatles, and it's but she's really something.
How about politically? Have you guys had any? Because she's.
I had no point. I just wanted to bring up Taylor Swift because
Do you want tickets to the show?
Yeah. Did you go see her? Have you taken her dog? Oh,
no, I saw
you gotta
Olivia
go.
Rodrigo though, which was fantastic.
oh yeah, she's
great.
awesome.
Yeah, she's really
great.
smart, and they're really good. They're so good.
Yeah.
And they sort of broken through to what pop music can be a little bit bubblegum, and they've like put some real genius behind it. Which I love. It's fun.
But yeah, you're not super.
Shit, I'm starting to sweat because I bring up like cultural icons and I'm saying the right thing. I love their music, I really do, and I listen to it all the time. You gotta love it.
Whose music sucks?
There we go. Overrated, underrated.
Yeah,
dude.
we just want to. We want to know whose music sucks, Pete. Not Nirvana, obviously.
Who is long gone?
What about the Wizzy?
That caveman who was hitting the rock? He sucked.
Yeah, he really did, dude. But there was like a very famous ska band that was popping up in Jersey back in the day.
Yeah, there was.
They're hugely famous.
Yeah, hugely famous.
The Wizzy.
The Wizzy.
Are you familiar with them at all?
Very familiar.
Very familiar?
The Wizzy.
I don't know. I like their
I like the earlier stuff.
yeah, their early stuff was good. They kind of fell off for me a little.
Yeah, what was it? What do you think happened?
I don't know.
I heard you go. I heard just they went through different ways.
I heard it was drugs and capes.
It's a lot of.
I had a huge addiction. Is this the least known fact about you, that you were one of the lead singers of a ska
Yeah.
band?
We rap. We like tried to be the Beastie Boys, rap, ska, everything.
But you were playing.
Trumpet,
Come on, dude.
which at one gig, because we were so drunk, somebody sat on it. I don't know how you can sit on a trumpet and completely bend the bell.
Damn.
I still played it. I had one gig where I just got kicked in the head. So I still have a scar here. Blood was everywhere. But it was
Jesus.
awesome.
Wow.
By a bandmate? Or
Yeah, accidentally, of course. But the thing about bands back then is they don't last long because you don't have roadies. And there was like our drummer Jim had a truck.
Okay.
So it was, if you have a truck, we got to load the equipment in your truck, Jim. And then, people get a little bit like, Jim maybe wants to hang out afterward and not load up the truck. And there's the one girl that came to the show.
And you all share or something. No. It was the 90s. It was the 90s.
Yeah. No, you don't want, so you just sort of, you start to really get at each other.
Yeah.
And then the band's mission statement isn't fulfilled. Some of us want to be actors. Some of us want to be not in Wizzy for a long time. And it's just the nature of it,
Did you ever
separate ways.
think about getting the band back together?
That would
Well,
be fun.
surprise. Come on out.
I've lost touch with those guys, except for Jim, the drummer. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. They're great bunch of people. We just were young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, and not musicians.
That's a huge.
No, that's not true. A couple of them were real good musicians.
And
I wasn't.
Would you write the songs?
Co-write the lyrics, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
nice. And did you release
God,
anything?
I feel so old right now. Oh yeah, I wrote those Wizzy lyrics. We didn't release them. This is the time of cassettes.
There's a demo
I'll-
on
I'll-
YouTube right now.
Really?
Your demo's
Is there
on
really?
YouTube.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That was fun. No, it was fun. We just got free drinks, and it was a couple of years of my life.
Wow. Were you living in Williamsburg at the time doing that?
I was living in Williamsburg.
Dude, you lived in Williamsburg at the time that it was the most dangerous city in America almost.
I did a lot of us in the 90s, you graduate school, you move down to Manhattan, you don't even think of Brooklyn. I lived on Ludlow Street.
Oh, Lower East Side, yeah.
The smallest apartment. And then you move to Williamsburg because you couldn't afford Manhattan. And then
Lower
as
East
soon
used to
as
be
you get
kinda
a little
rough, too.
scratch, you move back into Manhattan. And then you get a little fame and you get the fuck out of Manhattan and move back to Brooklyn. Like we live in downtown Brooklyn now.
Cool.
Because there's really good schools and people sort of genuinely leave you alone a little bit more.
Williamsburg was crazy in the 90s or what?
It was just affordable and a little empty. I think that New York, I've never been.
It was all the
It's all the spice factor.
The globalists, yeah.
Yeah.
The Curlies were there. The globalists were there.
Wow.
Right?
Sure. Yeah, von Dinklage can talk about that.
Calm down, Dinklage.
You can
Don't get it started.
I get to talking about the dwarves. You can talk about the Our domain is this and this.
Don't get me riled up again.
Yes. No, it's just because it was cheap.
It was cheap. They say they are. No, I'm not gonna.
Wow.
We're not. Elliot's here. Elliot is here.
That is
I
hateful.
know.
Wow, dude.
Very, very
Elliot's a very religious guy.
good, yes.
Elliot is a your fearless director is a very religious guy.
I know.
He kept Shabbat when we were at the
Yeah, I know.
at the film.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were eating Chinese food.
I still don't know what Shabbat is.
Yeah, what is Shabbat?
What is Shabbat?
Elliot, what is Shabbat?
Shabbat is actually...
Talk into the mic, please.
Shabbat is actually the most important festival in Judaism.
Can you talk into the mic, please?
You want me to
Dov,
do
why don't
like
you
that?
help your brother?
This distance
Help
is
my
fine.
brother.
Here.
That works.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're like segregated over here.
It's called a ghetto.
I mean, I'm not laughing.
All right, guys, let's take a break for a second. Let me solve a huge problem, hangovers. Are you ready? Yes. Here it is. Pay attention. It's done. At my age, even a night of responsible drinking after shows can absolutely ruin the next day. You have like a few drinks, you're like, there's no way I'm going to feel this tomorrow. No way I'm going to be hungover. Yes, you are hungover. This is God's way of letting you know you've had your fun, okay? It's not time for fun. It's time for parenting. My point is there is a solution. ZBiotics has figured it out. ZBiotics is the world's first genetically engineered pre-alcohol probiotic. When you drink alcohol, it gets converted into toxic byproduct in the gut. It's this toxic byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for your rough next day. So ZBiotics is a probiotic drink that produces an enzyme to break down this byproduct so you don't feel that hangover. This is genius. So just remember to make ZBiotics your first drink of the night. Have it in there already breaking down that alcohol. Drink responsibly and you'll feel your best tomorrow. I'm telling you, you have vacations, you have weddings, you have birthdays, you have reunions. You just want to go out on a Tuesday and you want to get after it knowing you got something to do on a Wednesday. ZBiotics has your back. You go to zbiotics.com/flagrant. You're going to get 15% off your first order when you use Flagrant at checkout. ZBiotics is back with 100% money back guarantee. So if you're unsatisfied for any reason, they will refund your money, no questions asked. So remember, head to zbiotics.com/flagrant and use the code flagrant at checkout for 15% off. Thank you, ZBiotics, for sponsoring this episode and our good times. Now let's get back to the show. All right, guys, let's take a break for a second because we got to talk about Symbiotica. Listen, there's a lot of supplement companies. This is not just a supplement company. How many supplement companies do you know that sell Shilajit? You don't know any. Okay, unless you live in India or Singapore. What I'm telling you is they're going the extra mile. First of all, Shilajit is a substance found in rocks in the Himalayas. It can improve memory, learning abilities, help the brain cope with stress, help joint health, and improve muscle strength and vitality. The risk is that if you buy the wrong brand, your Shilajit may be tainted with free radicals, mycotoxins, and a bunch of other things that are not good for you. But with Symbiotica, you know you're getting high quality shit. Each jar is manufactured under strict quality control, ensuring consistently pure and safe resin, and that is what you want. Now, Shub and his father have been taking this forever. He put us onto this. It's actually pretty amazing. I'm not going to lie. A little creepy looking when you first look at it, like something you find on the moon, but it is a vibe. I want to like show people what it looks like. Look at that. It's like Venom from, the Spider-Man movies, but it is a vibe and it has been incredibly helpful. Yeah, so I would recommend dabbing into the Shilajit. My point is, whatever your health issues are, it's worth heading to Symbiotica.com. That is Symbiotika.com and seeing what they can do for you. Plus, use the code FLAGRANT at checkout. You're going to get 20% off their purchase and free shipping. Again, that is Symbiotika.com. Promo code FLAGRANT for 20% off your order plus free shipping. Also, they have these like delicious, incredibly convenient vitamin suck downs. We're going to call them suck downs. And they just got to figure it out. I would check them out right now. Check out Symbiotica. I'm sure they'll have something that you can indulge in and you get that discount. Now let's get back to the show. Why did you end up going with Elliot to make The Thicket?
Why did you what?
Why did you...
White
Can you
shoe.
stop? You're doing it again. You're doing it again.
Elliot, you want the origin story of the thing?
I like origin stories. Just to let everybody know, Dinklage and Elliot have made this beautiful film, The Thicket, that they were generous enough to put me in, and I got this haircut that the internet loved for about a year. They really were complimentary about it. They said super kind things, and it was really awesome. Yeah. I posted one.
You're really great in the film, man.
You're very kind.
He plays a pimp, kind of.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Can't you? I mean, look at that.
Elliot
You
said
see
you were
it.
great too, off camera, so it's real.
No way.
Yeah, off
Okay.
camera.
And it's
No,
drama.
wait a second. We have to talk about how hard you worked.
I did work hard. How hard did I work?
I actually have to say,
Yeah. No, I did work. Wait, but
Exactly.
what was I doing?
no, we, I was amazed. You really dived in. It was like
shocked
some
that you
real
worked.
fucking Olivia.
Oh,
shit.
thanks.
No, you.
That was great.
I wanted to maybe save this, but what I found remarkable was you really took it seriously. You took the work seriously.
Yeah, it was cool.
5 fucking days we were on the phone and you were like committed and you did it. And I remember I think you were sitting here. You did like 15, 20 takes. You didn't.
It's
pick some-
hard. Acting's hard. I'm not good at it. And I was like, I don't want to,
Not true.
No,
Well,
actually,
I mean, it is,
it's hard.
You are not good at it.
but you're good at it.
No, you're really good at it. You're good at it. Because there's
it's-
a thing about comedy. Comedy is drama twice. So in order for you to get where you needed to get to,
Right.
it was almost a very natural thing. The thing that was fascinating about watching you work was your movement. Is this too...
No,
too serious?
no, I love this.
You got to understand how
That felt more natural because I did get to hit a woman. So
Were you method for that?
No,
Ryan?
Sorry, babe. I'm in character.
I didn't know this was a fantasy movie. What's going on?
No. Go on, Elliot. Why did you add that scene? That wasn't there. And then on the day, were you going through something at home?
Great.
What was happening?
I knew you'd connect. I thought I wasn't surprised.
Okay.
But what I found was interesting with you was, you were doing stunts. You did fight sequences. That's not.
Yeah, it was. The fight stuff was really cool. Fight stuff was really cool.
Here's the thing.
He never tells us anything.
Here's the other thing
I
that he
feel
got
weird
lucky
saying
with.
And they have to come together quick on
Look how
small movies.
gay he's being right now, picking at his hands.
You know how
Just
lucky he got?
complimenting.
He was the only actor that got a scene inside. He literally had 90% of his scenes inside, and we're out there. It was minus 35 degrees, which was unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
But
Being inside was great.
you took direction really well. You didn't argue. You riffed, which was
No, you guys were cool. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I thought it was really fun. And I thought it looked beautiful. Obviously, you sent me the film and just like it looks so amazing. And it's
beautiful.
pretty. Yeah,
I'm very proud of it. We worked really hard on it.
the guy who wrote the book that this is based on.
Yeah.
was very excited about it.
Joe Lansdale, yeah.
Joe
He's
Lansdale.
been helping us out with the promotion.
I see.
Yeah.
I mean, he's hyped.
That's always great. Because adaptations of books are a very hard thing to do. They have to be separate entities. And if you're too faithful to it, what's the point? So we sort of...
Took some liberties.
Yeah, we had a great writer, Chris, and he just sort of changed some things around. And,
Yeah.
you have to. Or otherwise just read the book.
Right.
You're going to be that faithful.
Actually, that's an interesting take. Most people are like, oh, this wasn't authentic to the book. But that is a good point. If you want exactly the book, read the book.
Well, I would argue that people want to see the book come to life.
Yeah.
There's a picture in your head.
Get
that you
it
wanna see.
distilled, get that essence of it, the spirit of it, but then take liberties, I think. They did that with Thrones. I mean, those things were, those books,
Yeah,
were,
yeah.
And Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harry Potter. I would
You
have
have
the
to
books
pick and
more
choose.
as a true fan.
Yeah. Those are really faithful. I read those to my kids now.
He left a lot out just as you needed to for time.
Right. But I feel like they definitely cast exactly what you think.
Oh, yeah.
Which is, I'm all for movie making, obviously, but sometimes it's a shame because the imagination of who you just think of those actors now. And now with the Game of Thrones, you think of the actors. So it's hard to read a book after you see the movie. But what the big thing was in the book, and one of our other producers years ago had the inspired idea to make the villain a woman, because in the book, it's a man, a cutthroat Bill. And we changed it to a woman, and I
make it more
think that
realistic.
opened it up so much. What?
Yeah.
So just make it more realistic. The woman's the villain.
Yeah, as a villain.
Yeah. But you made her ugly.
Yeah, well, it's hard with Juliette Lewis, but we really.
And you mean that seriously, I just want to point out. Because they were going to think you were being sarcastic. She's beautiful, and you were being genuine.
Come on. I'm
She's
totally
beautiful.
genuine.
Yeah.
Yeah. But even now that you're
I'm not
looking at me
sarcastic.
like
I hate
this.
sarcasm.
No, but you made it a thing. Why did you make it a thing?
I didn't make it a thing.
you're
Are you
sarcastic.
being real there? Like, oh, God, I love
Did
you.
I do that?
Yeah.
I started
You're a
that?
dick. No, I think it's just because otherwise it's like these all seen.
He just turns into a bat and flies away.
Oh, you gotta hit the cape.
Oh, I still don't have the cape. I still do that without the cape. I like shit. Get him a cape. We made the character, the villain, into a woman played by Juliette, the brilliant and beautiful Juliette Lewis. And I think that sort of was inspired. And Chris, a guy who wrote the screenplay, ran with that, and it made it so much better than like the outlaw gang. It was really guy heavy, our film,
Yeah.
as we all can attest to. And you don't want the women in the Westerns just to be victims.
Yes.
Which they are so much. We're inundated by that. Or the long-suffering wife. And it's not just the domain of Westerns. So it made it really richer because it's not, when is this guy going to try and rape this young woman? It's sort of like she came at it with like a real maternal instinct, like sick and like protective. And it was really, right? It got so much on a so much deeper level.
Yeah, she was almost like a parasite to their youth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just sort of, I don't know.
But I like that you guys are showcasing stories where women are bad.
Yeah, I think that's,
And I think
important.
that's what's fun about
That's
this.
really
That's my point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Men are the heroes and they save the day for these awful women. And I think those stories are really important to get out there right now. You know what I mean? Elliot, you misogynist.
I mean, that was always going to be the real intention of the film.
Yeah. I like how you snuck that in there.
Well, I mean, is it that subtle? I haven't done my job, have I?
No. Elliot is obviously a champion of women. He directed rap videos for years. Why don't you tell us about
Yes, I did.
Wow, it's all making
I
sense
did.
now.
Yeah.
Girls as well. which
I
is-
didn't like. You guys, people think I'm being sarcastic, but like all the music videos that we watched growing up, Elliot directed. Okay, just give us the bangers that.
Oh, Method Man and Redman.
The Rockwilder.
I did Shine. Do you
Wait,
remember?
which one?
Shine.
Skibbity bobbity bibbity boo.
Shine. I don't even shine.
That's Shine Barrow.
That's gangster. That's gangster. 2 days before he went to
That's
prison.
gangster.
So there's this guy Shine Barrow.
He's Jewish
How did
now.
Shine slip my...
No, you'll know this.
What year are we talking?
Oh, I'm
2000?
going to tell you the story. It all makes
Yeah,
sense.
okay.
Shine is this rapper that's come out. He's a Bolivian guy. It's coming out. He was there at the nightclub when Sean P. Diddy Combs
Yeah.
allegedly shot an adversary in a nightclub while he was dating J-Lo in New York City. Shine ends up taking the blame.
Ooh.
Probably done by the lawyers of Sean P. Diddy Combs.
Whoa.
Gets extradited, I believe, to Belize. Oh, he's not Bolivian, he's Belizean. Belize. So basically, Sean's like P. Diddy's team of lawyers puts the whole thing on.
And I love
Shine.
Shine, dude. I thought he was going to be that guy.
When it was really Diddy that actually did. And now we know Diddy's like a horrible human being that you fraternize with.
We were there. I was in that club that week. So what had happened was we were scouting a video for a rapper called Black Rob. We did
Yeah, of course.
Whoa.
You did Whoa?
We did Whoa.
Get the fuck
And
out
Whoa,
of
I
here.
was really sad because
These are iconic moments.
so
You
do anything
really
with
should
her?
have had
Yeah.
one in the thicket, like a rap or something. Just something like. Or I guess you were the closest to your character in terms of like the rap videos.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Because he's a pimp? Is that what you're trying to
I'm
say?
not making that generalization.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
we were in the club that week, and I remember we went and met J-Lo and Diddy together, and he wasn't very nice to her.
Wait a minute. Diddy wasn't nice to J-Lo?
There was a guy
Wait,
called Big.
can I understand that? You're saying Diddy was mistreating the woman he was with?
We were shocked.
I can't believe this.
I know. it
What was he
devastating.
doing though? Let's.
Well, we did this big pun.
So anyway, we really had a hard time like calculating the script and the nuance of the thicket because
we can go at it.
Give us the Diddy drama. Cheers, cheers, Pete.
There was a rapper called Big Pun who
Yes.
did that. You know,
Yeah, of
Don't
course,
Wanna Be a
obviously.
Player. Anyway, so he died, and we did a tribute video, and the tribute video we shot in the Bronx, and then we shot in Los Angeles, and everybody was in it, like Noriega, Busta Rhymes, Missy Elliott. We're all in this house in Bel Air, and Diddy walks in with J-Lo, and I say hi, whatever. He's always very sweet to begin with, and then goes to the top of the stairs, and I'm just watching this argument take place, and I hear out of the corner of my ear, "Don't you fucking embarrass me, you." And I look up, I'm like, what? And she literally goes white and is like, sort of looks down at the floor, and he's staring at her, and she goes, "Okay, but can we have meatloaf from Kate Mantonelli's afterwards?" And that was it.
So that's what it takes.
Meatloaf.
Wow.
Yeah, but he was heavy. He was heavy. I mean, when we did Whoa, what would happen is everybody would come out from the block. There'd be like 300-400 guys like screaming. And it was very hard, not that they were out of control, but it's 300 or 400 people up in Spanish Harlem.
Yeah.
And he didn't have
Terrifying.
they'd ask me, he wanted
Absolutely fucking terrifying. Good Jewish boy from London. You see 300 to 400 black and Puerto Ricans. What is your knee-jerk reaction?
He got invited to the block party.
So he asked me, he wanted
What do you do in that moment?
He asked me for a monitor and a milkshake. And then I couldn't get it.
What do you say?
Where's my monitor? Where's my milkshake? And I'm, and I'm standing there.
all
and
the M's. Where's my mother?
I'm standing there and I'm
Where are my
looking at,
mittens?
I'm looking at him. It's like 2 a.m. in the morning. And then I'm like, I'm so sorry. So I step off, and he had a guy who worked with him. I'm not sure if I can say his name, but the guy came up and he just said, "We don't like how you sound." And I'm just like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "You're a long way from home." And I was like, "Well, what do you mean by that?" He was just like, "You better be careful." And, I made sure I always carried a milkshake with me. every video I did, except with Jay-Z, I never had to carry a milkshake with me.
What was the video you did with Jay?
I did Girls.
How was Jay?
I truly couldn't believe how professional he was.
He's the man,
and
right?
gracious, and he had it down. We, at the time, it was the day before 9/11. We shot that video the day before 9/11.
Wow.
But
what were you doing on fucking 9/11?
I mean, he wasn't in the towers.
Isn't that interesting?
Well, he got the memo.
No, he said. What did he say?
He goes, "What was 9/11?"
He was great. He made a speech afterwards. I said to him the day after, I said,
On
"Listen,
9/10, he was like, "Something crazy is about to happen."
Yeah,
Whoa.
the blueprint coming out.
9/12,
Got some things in the air.
Yeah, literally. We can't do this.
Yeah,
Okay.
He made a speech. He made a speech.
What'd he say?
I said, listen, you're Mr. fucking New York. You got to talk. And he got up and he said, this is a tragedy and it's a terrible thing. It was I was really surprised that he did it, but he felt he needed to do it. And then we started talking about British gangster movies. And then I said, he goes, "Well, what are you doing next?" "I'm going off to Hawaii." He goes, "Why are you going to Hawaii?" I said, "I'm going to dive with sharks." He goes, "Man, that's dangerous." And I'm like, wait a second, you just did a fucking double album with R. Kelly. Don't talk to me about that. Fucking dangerous.
Elliot, how does like a Jewish guy from London become the go-to director for the iconic music videos
I don't know.
of our childhood?
I really don't. I actually don't know how it happened.
Was there one that was so amazing that everybody else started calling?
I worked with Santi Gold. I think it was because I worked with Santi Gold. And
interesting.
she was very, very cool. And everybody was like, "Oh, you're working
So
with
she was the
Santi?"
tastemaker. Santi Gold is the tastemaker,
And then Jessica Simpson.
wait, what'd you do with Jessica Simpson?
I did her biggest video.
Which
With
was?
You. I did a song called "With You," and as soon as as soon as Method
With
Man,
You?
as soon as Method Man and Redman saw the Jessica Simpson video, like, that's our guy.
And this is when music videos were.
That's when they meant something.
They were movies.
They were, and there was an MTV that
Yeah.
showed videos.
Yeah.
How were Meth and Red?
So I did this video called "DeRock Wilder."
Yeah.
Classic song.
So how were they? They were fantastic, but we were shooting up on this big sort of runway. It was about 50 feet up, and I said, there was no safety for them, and we had this big sort of styrofoam egg, and they were drinking and having a good time. And I said to Redman, I said, listen, do me a favor, just slow down, just for a half an hour, just slow down on the booze. So they get up there, roll camera, action. Literally comes out, chugs a bottle of Henny, and you see at the beginning of the video, throws a bottle of Henny, and that was a highlight of the night. And then we had, in the video, they jump on a car and there's pyrotechnics that go everywhere. Maybe you don't.
Wait, you got it right here. Oh, wow. Oh, so this little thing drops off 50 feet on each side?
There's no safety.
Oh, wow.
All right, so
Method Man was so cool, though.
yeah, both of them were the fucking shit.
So anyway,
Just like the swag.
just go, if you can, go to there's a bit where they jump on a car.
I mean, this is crazy.
So I knock on the door and I say, listen, we got to do pyrotechnics. You got to talk to the actor or the performer, like, there you go. It's about here. So I said to them, just slow down. And then Reg says, I'm on mushrooms. And I said, I'm going to put you on a car and you're tripping your tits off. And you'll see the expression on his face. He literally doesn't know where he is.
Wait. When he's on the car?
funny.
Yeah, when he jumps on the car.
But
they are so off there.
But what a great environment to be shooting.
My son came. He was happy.
Explosions going
There you
off.
go.
Oh, this is crazy.
Their tits.
That's
But they were great. Yeah,
Okay.
there it is. Maybe the pirate doesn't work.
That's so much fun.
I didn't even know black dudes were doing mushrooms back in the day.
Yeah, they really were ahead of their time.
Yeah, progressive.
Because black psychedelics, I don't think hit until like kind of recently.
Yeah.
I mean, Jimi Hendrix,
Yeah,
but then you didn't hop on the wave.
yeah.
White people really like.
Jimmy, you guys kind of
Well,
clicked.
how the hell did we get Jimmy?
I don't know.
Play the one national anthem where like
And
that's
then black
a
people
pastry.
are like, fuck
You
that.
know what it was,
Yeah.
honestly?
Yeah,
Guitar, electric guitar.
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't, black people weren't doing electric guitar.
Yeah,
They didn't
Woodstock.
care as much. And
Yeah.
Woodstock, he was,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hendrix became white at
Woodstock.
Woodstock.
yeah. Jimmy,
A lot
yeah.
of white people at Woodstock.
Yeah,
Is that true?
Yeah, that's where they were making them for a while.
Is that true?
Yeah.
There were mostly white people at Woodstock?
Yeah, I think so.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Where were you guys?
I mean, DMX came.
Yeah,
We almost took it over. We almost took it over.
We're talking about 69.
The other,
Yeah, you're talking about the OG
69,
Woodstock.
you guys were like fighting for rights or
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that? What were you guys
What were
doing?
you
They
guys
weren't
up to?
allowed
we were
Woodstock
just
yet.
chilling.
Did you say DMX?
Yeah.
DMX would go missing.
Wait, did you have a
I'm a
DMX
massive
story?
DMX
We
fan.
did so on Girls, DMX had gone missing for 3 weeks, and he popped up on our set, and we had to stop shooting because the person from the record label, I said, listen, come on, I want to keep shooting. She's just like, no, they haven't seen each other for a long time. It was like he was Attila the Hun or something like that, meeting her, like his lost son or something like that. But yeah, he came in, disappeared, grabbed Naomi Campbell, and that was it.
Wait, he was.
That's fire.
Are you saying DMX was having a amorous relationship with Naomi
I can say that they
Campbell?
were both there at the same time, and then they weren't. That's all I can say.
Could have gotten away with anything on set of the thing.
Yeah, no cameras.
Fuck, what were we thinking, dude?
We were so well behaved.
We really were. I mean, we were really just kind gentlemen. When
We
you
were
think
just
about
cold.
it. It was cold, Elliot.
I'm sorry.
It was really.
Why didn't we shoot it in
Yeah,
LA?
Texas.
I mean, it was an interesting choice because the book is East Texas.
Why
or-
didn't gear back to the thicket? I was just making a joke.
I would like
We
to
don't
talk
have
about
We
this.
can talk about your scene.
I have to pee. Excuse me.
Yes, the P.
I would like to talk about it because when I'm reading this book, it's East Texas.
Yeah.
East Texas.
Yeah, that's where Joe's from.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the where we filmed it is Calgary in February. That is the coldest part of Canada.
It's unreal.
Beautiful.
Well, you were-
Stunningly beautiful. Very cold.
Very cold.
We were going to shoot it right before the pandemic in Spain, in like the more deserty locations.
I mean,
of
that would have
Spain.
been lovely.
Yeah, but
That would have been so lovely.
God.
We could have a nice,
I
what is a
know.
good Spanish wine
Rioja?
reference? We could have a Rioja.
siesta.
Oh,
God.
siesta. A prostituta.
Beautiful prostitute.
What does that mean?
What?
What does that mean?
I think it is a protest. I think we could protest for something.
It's a different type of grape. I think it's a different type
But
of
I'm
grape,
so
right?
glad you went cold. Because you know what it is with cold movies?
No
They look-
whores. What?
It's really, you got to get cozy with you. My trailer is warmer than yours. Come on over.
Is that the move?
Yeah.
I totally didn't know that.
Got your heater up. But it looks, snow looks so pretty. You can make a mediocre movie. You set it in snow and it's gorgeous.
It's stunning.
It really is. Every movie.
Like this movie is beautiful.
Because snow, I don't know what it is, what it does. But
It's just unique for us.
Yeah.
The second you see it, you want to go outside.
Yeah,
Like, what
blood
the hell
looks
is that?
really good on snow.
Yeah.
For West.
Horses in the
We
snow.
shot
Horses.
in the same place. We shot
Yeah.
they shot The Revenant.
Same exact place.
Same
Yeah,
place. And
right by the parking lot.
I remember watching. I'm not going to sit direct. Anyway, so I remember seeing. He was talking about how hard it was to find the locations, and it was brutal, and they went all over the world, and they found. Anyway, so the location come to find, and we go and they go, this is where they shot The Revenant.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is incredible. And I was imagining, was it really that difficult? And there was a parking lot literally 5 feet away. And I was just imagining how difficult that day must have been. Like, we found our location.
The most beautiful location.
Next to a parking lot.
yeah.
Next to a parking lot.
Leo getting just thrashed by a bear
Yeah.
next to a
Was that
parking lot.
thrashing?
What did you think it was? There was
Oh,
a lot of
I thought he was
conversation.
getting fucked by the bear.
Okay, so
Yeah.
there was a lot of conversation about
Right.
that.
That's not how you
Have
You're dragging around.
I mean,
Just
you're getting me riled up again, dude. You keep on getting me riled
No,
up.
he's a popcorner. We've talked about
Yeah,
it.
I'm on my back.
Exclusive.
popcorn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
popcorn.
popcorner. Yeah.
What is that? What's
Popcorn.
what is that mean?
You don't know what a popcorn is?
No, I'm on
You
my
don't have to
back.
show me.
I'm not gonna show you, but I'll show. You know.
Popcorn. Like
Yeah.
you
You
burst into.
No, I don't burp, but I hit a little pop. Like I'm on my back, but I just a little pop.
Jiffy pop.
Every once in a while, to let her know I'm still here.
Little Orville Redenbacher.
Exactly. Yeah, just because once she forgets, if she thinks that this is just her world, then I just remind her, no,
Right.
it's my world.
Why is that your game? Are you a back?
Yeah.
Are you a popcorner? Or are you?
You got to get on your
I
back.
don't know the term.
Are you more revenant? A little more like-
Missionary. No, give the Cape style. The Wizzy. The 1986. You don't know about the 1986 move.
Bringing the cape into the bedroom is fire, dude.
No.
Never?
That is just the death of anything attractive or sexual.
Yeah, but just as like a finishing move?
What about a top hat?
That's crazy. Top hat is great. Something to just rest your elbow on.
Because you're bored.
You've done this before. This has happened a lot.
You can put it over the girl's head, depending who she is. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
Never, Mark.
Wow.
What? That's too
Never.
far.
Mark,
How is that
Mark.
too far?
I get it. You come in
You
here.
guys get to get away with this stuff. I'm your guest.
It's
Gonna
disgusting.
be
Just saying.
backlash on
It's disgusting. His camouflage shirts.
What?
it. What is he looking at on there?
You don't want to know. This moves, crazy moves.
By the way, these were big in the 80s, the jean shorts.
Oh yeah, they're coming back.
Did you wear jean shorts?
No, because I had respect from his.
They don't make them in black. That's the problem. Yeah, if they were velvet, Peter would be like, all right, we'll look into it.
All right, guys, let's take a break for a second. Listen, summer, unfortunately, summer is coming to an end. You know what that means? That means absolutely nothing when it comes to this advertisement because it's all about hard dick. Veins out. The veins are out. Blue Chew is bringing the veins out. You're going to look stressed. You're going to look like you're chewing hard, okay? Your dick should look like a pit bull. And Blue Chew is going to make that happen. Same active ingredient that's inside Viagra or Cialis, but this is the Chew, this one that we rock with, okay? This is the one that the backs get sticky with. Theirs. And you get your first month free. All you got to do is go to bluechew.com, use the promo code FLAGRANT, and you got to pay the $5 shipping. $5 shipping. What a bargain for the best dick you've ever delivered in your life. Let's get back to the show. All right, guys, let's take a break for a second. Listen, winning the gold medal at the 800-meter freestyle is very, very difficult, okay? There's Irishmen out there, okay? You know what's easy? Hiring Morgan & Morgan is easy. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. They have over 100 offices nationwide and more than 1,000 lawyers with over $20 billion recovered for over 500,000 clients. Morgan & Morgan has a proven track record of fighting to get you full and fair compensation. I'm telling you, getting injured because of someone else's negligence is hard to go through. But luckily, submitting an injury claim with Morgan & Morgan is easy. It's like using an app. I know it sounds daunting. It is not daunting at all. You can go submit it, okay? So if you're injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless they win. For more information, go to forthepeople.com/flagrant or dial pound law. That is pound 529 from your cell phone. That is forthepeople.com/flagrant or pound law, pound 529 from your cell. This is a paid advertisement. Let's get back to the show. Yes, Pete. What were you going to tell us?
We have to give respect to Calgary, I think.
Oh,
because we were talking about
That's a first.
finding this location, and I think we found we found a great place to shoot.
Wait, what just happened right there?
I was boring myself.
Oh, did you? Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ellie, were you happy with Calgary?
I really liked Calgary. I thought the people were amazing.
Chad.
Yeah, Chad was wonderful.
You know what it is about going to a place like Calgary? They are so no. If you shoot in LA or New York, there's so much to do. What the people we
That doesn't make it hard.
I just love that he can't even be in promo mode. It's just so beautiful. He's like, I think we should give credit to what's the safest thing?
Yeah.
Calgary.
He's a great actor, but no one is that good.
He can play the most iconic character in TV history. Hey, can you promote this film? Calgary's cold.
That's why I don't really do these things.
There was one benefit though, because everybody on the crew was a hunter. So
Yes, so we would have like elk.
yeah.
I don't eat meat though. No, literally, it's so cool because you work in New York and it's like, what did you do this weekend? I went to a bar. I hooked up with somebody on Tinder or whatever. I don't know what kind of set that is, but you go to Calgary. What did you do this weekend? Hunted elk.
Yes.
And this is like the hair and makeup person.
Oh,
and you're like, wait, what? What did you say? Yeah, look at this video. And they're like,
I know what we can. I know what we can
it's so,
talk about.
It's such big country, and it's so fun.
Yes.
And we were the only show in town. My point was we were the only show in town, so we got the greatest crew. And sometimes when you go to other cities where you're not the only show in town and you're an indie movie,
Nobody cares.
you just get you get some people who aren't the best at what they do.
Yeah.
All due respect, but we got the best at what they do.
Now, I will say about this film, one thing that it was very surprising. The transpo team, these are the people that drive you around.
The trans team, yeah.
Are you going to do it again? Are you
Wait,
going to
why is
rile
that-
me
why is
up?
that funny?
Hey,
Why is that funny?
hey, are you going
The
to
trans
fucking
team.
rile me up right now?
The trans team, which we call it.
The trans.
That's what you call
Yeah, I
them.
heard they run Hollywood.
Yeah.
They do. They do run Hollywood.
They move
And
people.
for whatever reason, a little bit faster than regular women.
Jesus, okay. You always go too far.
Okay.
You know?
I do that
You do that.
sometimes, but
You
it's always
do.
him that he just
No,
instigates.
what did he do?
He was an
using the
instigator.
term. He was using the actual term. and
Don't do it. Don't bring the cape out.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
you disappear.
his business.
Don't you disappear. Don't you disappear. Okay. Oh, we have
Not you, Peter.
Okay.
Not them.
The transpo team, all women. That's
What
it.
did that do for you?
That's it. I didn't know that they could drive stick. I didn't know.
I don't actually. No, I feel.
Pete,
Do you
What
guys
about
know?
the popcorn?
They would get. I didn't popcorn any of them. I was having honest conversations with them.
So where are you from?
No. But my favorite thing about Calgary is like the Texas of Canada. So we would get in that car. They'd be all polite, and then like I would just kind of like be asking some questions. You know what I mean? And within like a few minutes, they were like, "That COVID."
Get out.
No. They'd do the COVID was a hoax. They were like, I'm not getting vaxxed. And I was like, these are my people. I found my people in the transport team in Calgary.
Oh, wow.
So that is a positive.
Yeah.
You're too
Yeah.
trans.
I remember once in Gun of Thrones, we had a driver. Forget which country. We're not in Belfast because we had our crew there, but we're somewhere weird, remote. And there was she would speak in tongues, and she would be driving, and she'd go, and it wasn't Tourette's. It was like she was like, I'm just contacting my higher spirit.
No way.
At going like 60 kilometers an hour. You're just like, excuse me, what? It was wild.
Did you inquire
Yeah.
about this at all with Benioff and Weiss?
It was a talk. Yeah, it was wild because then you go, who's going to pick my family up at the airport? Not this person.
The
not
witch.
This person. Not this
You
person.
hired a witch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a wild thing.
I mean, that's pretty crazy.
What I guess what we're trying to say is that women can drive
If they're possessed by a
if they're-
man.
Yes.
That's kind of what you were getting at, or not?
Damn it, Mark! Mark, what are you doing right now? Pete, come back!
I thought
Don't
that's what you were gonna
hide!
say.
Pete, don't
I
hide,
thought
Pete!
that's what you were going to say.
Pete,
That's
we
the
need
only
you,
reason
Pete.
why I'm wearing a baseball cap.
Pete, we need you here. Okay?
Oh my God.
Okay, listen, this movie, can we get into promo mode?
Wait, I
we
wanna
have
ask
to
you-
actually try
I
to...
thought I did a really good job. So, Calgary.
This is...
And you just went women drivers.
They were good at driving. They got us there every single
Wait,
time.
I want to ask
They
about
were
the witch,
Canadians.
though. Do you believe in ghosts? You think ghosts are real or no? Be honest.
You guys see him? You see
But
him?
can I tell you something about Mark?
Did you guys see The Sixth Sense? You should delete him out.
I'm already in camo.
Empty space.
I'm in camo. I'm halfway gone. You can barely see me.
Where's the top half of you? The bottom half is just weird 80s jean shorts.
We're so Catholic, so I'm asking.
He
Like,
believes in demons 100%.
So it's against the law for us.
No,
yeah.
he believes in them. He is like...
really?
No, he's
I mean,
like...
Wiccan?
the opposite. The exact opposite.
Isn't your sister Wiccan?
And nah, she just does drugs. Yeah, so it's my mom.
So he is 100% sincere in believing in demons.
I've never seen a demon.
nice.
I've never seen a demon. I've never.
Oh, they're out there. They're just they have skin.
Yeah.
And they wear suits.
Oh, damn. Okay, now we're getting.
Wait a minute. Did you get invited to like a Weinstein hotel room or something? Dude, what did he offer you?
There's more than one Weinstein out there.
Whoa!
That's good.
Well, come on.
Give us the good stuff.
Country's falling apart.
Okay.
No, back to the Wiccan. Yeah.
Yeah, but I've never seen a demon. But in my brain, I'm like, they still might be out there. Like sometimes, like I'll see something move in the room, like a shadow. And I'm like, oh, hold on, what the fuck?
This is
When's the
genuine
last time you took
sincerity.
acid?
I never did that.
Oh, you've never done
No,
that?
I
So
look
it's all-
like
it's too much organic shit going through you.
Yeah,
Like too much natural living.
Yeah, I think so. I'm just raw dogging the world too hard.
Right. Sobriety is like a high in and of itself.
Have you done acid?
What?
Have you dabbled in the psychedels?
Everybody has their 20s.
I mean, the 20s were crazy.
So you have seen a ghost. See, I'm not fucking crazy.
No, I never saw a ghost.
Did you ever have any like crazy hallucinations during this wild time in the 20s? I mean,
In the 1920s.
in the 1920s, yeah. During this wild time in
Past
the
life.
yeah, early
There are all these
1900s.
flapper girls.
Yeah,
around.
I mean, the
And
economy
we were
was
going
booming.
through. Yes,
Yes.
I was wearing spats. No, I just like listening to music and seeing some colors, and
Pink Floyd is all.
you're wondering when it's gonna. Because when you have a certain amount of anxiety like me, you wonder, okay, when is it gonna be over now? I really don't want it to. I want it to be over now. I'm good.
Did you have bad trips?
No, but just like, okay.
It's enough.
Yeah,
We're done.
enough
Yeah.
already. We're done.
Yeah.
This is lasting too long. I'm a control freak. Yeah. That's why I don't do drugs anymore, because that.
Yeah.
They just stick around. They're it's like a guest that won't leave.
Yes.
That's all.
Yeah.
And I guess microdosing is what everybody's doing now.
I don't even. But what's the point?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Back in the day, we macrodosed. So
this is the best drug.
it's not, though. It destroys families' lives, profession. It really kind of might be the worst.
That's a good point.
So glad.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you didn't indulge your stupid fucking idiotic thing.
No one's ever killed
I mean,
a family.
it's kind of been proven, Andrew, that it's the worst. But cha-ching.
Yeah.
Bro, I thought I had one right there. I thought I was really on it.
Yeah.
cost benefit analysis,
No,
but
nicotine.
you're right.
I put nicotine above it.
Oh yeah, Mark's on the nicotine.
Everybody smoked back in the day.
Yeah.
Now
Camel lights,
now it's Zins. Are you on?
Camel lights.
Yeah,
Oh,
nothing wrong
yeah.
with a little camel light.
Yeah.
Do you know the Zins? Do you know what the Zins are?
No. Magazines?
Stop.
Zine? Oh, that's zine.
Zine, yeah. The Zins are these little pouches people put in under their lips. You haven't seen this?
That's called chewing tobacco.
No, but now it comes
It's like
in pouch.
it's almost. Can you show us? Actually, David, can you ask David? If he
I've
can
had
bring
one in
some
my mouth for 30 seconds, and then I had diarrhea for 3 days. So it's probably
Yeah, it's
And
also
the
weight
problem
loss.
is
Well, he's
weight loss.
It's a
diarrhea.
diuretic.
That's
It is a
true.
diuretic.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's hard to make an Indian have diarrhea.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's true.
It's,
Oh, right.
He can handle butter curry all day.
nearly impossible to make. Like he's built for hard shit.
Right.
Yeah, I'm built for semi-soft shit.
But would you ever do hot ones?
Yeah, absolutely.
show.
But I'd feel a lot of pressure. Like if Alex played in like a charity basketball game, I would have the same.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta
level.
show up.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
gotta show up.
Same level of like,
Yeah.
God, who's the one actress? Jenna Ortega just bodied that whole shit.
Yeah.
I would feel like I would have to go that hammer. Like
She
I would
did
have
really well on Hot
yeah.
Ones.
Yeah, dude.
Is
she
it weird to
gave a
bring up
fuck
another
about it.
show on your show?
Not at all. The
Yes.
one funny thing about that, I mean, actually, I fucking hate you.
We're beefing.
Yeah, no.
We have a public beef. With
I remember when I was on there.
The one thing about that show that's so interesting is that, like,
It's a great premise.
The premise-
Better than this one.
fuck you. Fucking
I don't know. What is the premise here?
guy.
What is the premise?
premise is say
Oh,
really
like, be able to
offensive
say whatever
things.
you want to say.
Racist winks
Be
with
really,
even
be
racist
an asshole.
answers.
America, USA.
Yay, because we're in such good shape right now.
Yeah.
The show is
You know, we had a civil war once.
we did.
Yeah.
Didn't it work out?
Well,
Don't we think?
What were you about to say?
The Jew. No, no. The show is. I think the guy is overshadowed by the show. I think the interviewer is
that why
actually
you're trying so hard?
excellent. No,
To be bigger than your show?
I just need chicken. We need chicken.
Yeah.
We need another thing.
I've been trying to say that, man. We just,
We need another thing.
I think the interviewer is fantastic. I think people
he's
think
great.
it's about the chicken, and it's not. He just asks really good questions.
It's like it's not about the dragons. It's not about the chicken.
Wait,
Circling back.
talk that
damn,
shit.
dog.
Circling back.
Talk that shit.
Circling back.
dog.
And they're trying to sell the show without him, but nobody wants to buy it without him because the show is really about him.
I want to do that show. I think he's fantastic.
I think you'd be great on
I
that
think
show.
you're fantastic.
You didn't have to compare.
Okay.
You did, but the fact that you said that,
Well, let's compare.
It meant a lot. Yeah, let's compare.
Would you do that show?
Would I eat chicken in front of people
Yes.
as a white man? You're gonna make me. You're gonna make me eat.
So those 90s videos.
What else am I gonna do?
We had a
do you
chicken
want me to
incident.
sit there and
So we
eat
had a-
watermelon as a white man?
Whoa, who asked you to do that, dude? What the hell?
Because Pete is suggesting racist things to me as a white man.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, he did.
That's crazy.
You know what's funny?
You want me to play basketball as a white man?
You want me to eat
Don't do it.
jacket potatoes when I'm not Irish?
All right, that's better. That's a,
Yeah,
you
either
really
way.
scared me with
Yeah,
that
you know
one,
what's
dude.
funny?
That
Elliot
could have
tried
gone
to-
any way.
Elliot tried to make it less racist by going, "We had a chicken incident on a rap video."
We did. Wait a minute. What happened?
With Snoop Dogg.
Wait, what did Snoop, my brother?
He's not your brother.
But you're right. You know what? We
He's
did
a
it.
big Thrones fan.
Is he
I
really?
met him once.
Is he
It was
your brother?
Hey, I'm honorary. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it right now.
Wait, do you get to say
I
that special
literally-
word?
Fuck off, man.
Chicken?
But I lots of love.
That's your boy.
respect.
No, just, yeah, it's just,
He just respects you.
no, it's just love. Yeah.
I'm not going to go into your guys' personal relationship. I feel like it's something between you guys, and I don't want to pry.
Then we're gonna respect that.
Yeah,
What
we
happens
are
behind
gonna
closed
respect
doors?
that, yeah.
That's for y'all.
Hey, Ellie, can you tell us your chicken and black people story? go, Ellie.
I can tell you about Snoop Dogg.
Yes.
And the politics of chicken.
Any way you say it.
No, it was very specific. No,
Okay.
The politics
Tell
of
us the
chicken.
politics of chicken.
We were
Yes.
doing a video for the East Siders, who
Okay,
were,
yes.
from
course.
from the LBC, and the entourage showed up. It was about 250 people.
Hungry.
Well, this was the thing.
Come on, Pete.
This was the thing. They went to
Pete, I need you to hold it together, okay?
Is there my publicist here? Is she not coming?
Micah!
We're cutting out all the racist stuff. It's gonna be a 10-minute episode. We'll be good.
So they
For
went
like
to
5
craft
minutes.
service and a catering truck. There was no food. But anyway, so the production assistant
Yeah.
Snoop is like, I need some chicken.
Come on, dude. He didn't say it like that.
I need some.
I need?
I would
That
like
sounds-
some chicken. I
that's-
wasn't there.
yeah, yeah.
Anyway, so
How do you ask, Snoop?
What do you say?
Please, I didn't hear it, please. God. I was a little bit.
Please, can I have some chicken, Brick?
No, but when you have a 6-year-old, you with your friends, when they go, hey, give me that. Instinctually, I go, you think, how do you ask? Like, you can't say it. But I'm now programmed to go, how do you ask, dude? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you say that.
That's
shit.
actually good. How do you ask, dude? How do you ask for chicken? Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
It wasn't
I
what it
digress.
are. It was. I mean, the production assistant was like, Snoop would like some, because he speaks about himself in the third person. Snoop Dogg would like some chicken, and the production assistant said, "Well, there's a KFC around the
Peter
corner."
doesn't like that, the third person.
You don't like the third person? You guys invented the third person.
Who's
So anyway,
The English. Nobody else is third personing.
Yeah, that's fair.
So Snoop, it's like a needle on a record just stopped, and he said, "No KFC. It has to be Popeyes."
I could have told you that.
I mean, the PA didn't know.
No, I respect that move.
Yeah, he had a
KFC's
point of view.
gentrified Popeyes.
Is it
He
really?
had a point of view.
I don't want that white ass chicken.
I quite like KFC. You would. The famous bowl is fabulous. I mean, it's got everything.
What does it have?
Tendies, corn, mashed potatoes, gravy.
That's Mark's hot ones. It's just KFC wings.
Yeah, I mean, if I want to go,
Spicy is too much.
if I want to go crazy, like down a gallon of milk probably with it. But it'd be fun. I would do that.
Alex, you can probably speak on this from a
He's
place of
100% right.
expertise.
Yeah, absolutely.
You
Popeyes
would
is the best.
prioritize Popeyes over KFC.
Definitely.
And then what is the most elite chicken?
Oh, come on, Sco's.
What?
What's Roscoe's?
Oh, Roscoe's.
Oh, we don't have that
it's-
out here.
What do you
Yeah.
have out here? Churches.
Yeah, Popeyes,
Popeyes
probably
is probably,
taco. Yeah.
But Roscoe's, there's only just the one, right?
There's a couple, I think, in LA.
There's one in.
Yeah.
There's one.
There's how many
all
in there now?
places. There's
A couple in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah,
at least three.
Altadena
Oh, wow.
and Pico.
Yeah.
Hollywood
Wow.
also.
Two
yeah.
in Hollywood.
God, that mac and cheese, man. Whoa.
Yeah.
It's good. But you don't eat meat.
I think I've been to 4.
I do now. You know why? Because of Thrones. Like it needs more promotion. I started eating fish and chicken again on that show because
Why?
Vegetarian. You see the not see. Sorry, it's because the vegetarian in Croatia. Yeah,
It's
fish.
impossible.
Yeah, I was.
You cannot do it.
Yeah, really tired on set, and I was like, you know, my dad and I fished together, and I missed fish, and so, and you're right on the seaside there, so it's
You got to get after it.
and I said, I'll have a tuna steak, and it was just that was it.
You
But I
remember?
don't eat the cow or the pork or that stuff.
Really?
Yeah, not since I was 16.
What about the poultry?
The last hamburger I had was McDonald's cheeseburger drive-through when I was 16. And I met a girl who was like this willowy vegetarian writer from the neighboring all-girls school. Nothing ever happened because I was wearing my cloak. And I was like, whoa, that's so cool. Vegetarian, what is that? And then me and my brother, Jersey, went through a drive-through, ordered McDonald's. I started eating a cheeseburger, and I went, oh, I'm going to be a vegetarian. After I finish this McDonald's cheeseburger.
You got to go into rehab high.
Yeah. And that was like 50 years ago.
Did you get the attention of the girl? Did she acknowledge your sacrifice?
I actually met her years and years later, about 15 years ago, and she said, oh, I was a vegetarian for like 6 weeks. And I went, it was like a lifetime for me.
Dude.
But thank you.
I had a friend that did this in college. He like met a girl, fell in love.
Dude, Miles is right here. Just say his name.
No, not him. And meets this girl. She's like very like into like activism and stuff.
Right.
In order to like, he
You
like,
guys had the same hair?
no. He was like clean cut, like Mormon looking guy.
Different type of
He was
activism.
talking about the girl.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, the girl also had clean cut, like shaved head.
Yeah, lesbian.
And in order to like get,
That's where this is where the story's going.
Yeah.
he like kind of
That's where he got
her.
the jean shorts.
I did rob her. I did rob a lesbian.
Zin me. Yeah, go.
But he ends up like losing her, and they stop dating. In order to win her back, he becomes vegan. And then that's not enough. He ends up joining the Peace Corps and lives in like South Central Africa for 4 years
When you do that, the women are really attracted to all that.
and doesn't ever win her back.
Oh God.
Meets another girl while he's in Africa and then marries her.
Started stalking her and was like, "Why don't you?"
They never react well to that stalking.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So you met a girl in Africa?
Yeah.
Why are you laughing? I'm not going to say
the way that
anything
you
rude.
said it makes it seem like it's going to be racial.
It's not racial at all. There could be a cultural thing. Where in Africa?
In Lesotho.
No way.
Yeah, it's a small country inside of a country known as South Africa.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
South Africa.
Correct. But it's
And?
a country within South Africa. It's kind of a weird thing.
And what's the deal?
She's just a
Nice girl.
nice woman.
Just digging diamonds.
Nope, that's not okay.
For De
Hang on,
Beers.
hang on.
All
no.
day.
See,
Digging
you
those
made it
diamonds for
racialized,
De
I feel like.
Beers.
You
That's
made it
Sierra
racialized.
Leone.
No, De Beers, I think, is South Africa,
really?
too. Yeah, yeah.
You
Pieces of
assume-
shit.
Yeah.
You assume that she was living in Africa as an African, I think, and that's not.
Is that a crazy thing to
She was a
assume?
Peace Corps also?
she was a
It's a
Peace Corps
crazy
also.
thing.
Oh, she was a Peace Corps.
If she's in Peace Corps, she's definitely white.
Yeah.
Why didn't you join the fucking Peace Corps?
I love that ad. The toughest job you'll ever love. Remember that ad?
No.
No.
Bring that ad.
That is a good
It's not often I look at people like they're old,
Toughest
but I was
job
like,
you ever
holy
loved.
fuck.
That was their tagline. And the drum would go.
Speaking of
I
music.
didn't join the Peace Corps. No.
Why?
My mom was a very, very outspoken, still is,
Advocate?
peace marcher.
Really?
And I was raised in the 80s when it was like raised by like always the fear that nuclear war was going to happen at any minute because of so much like Cold War environment.
Wait, you
And-
actually felt that as a kid?
Yeah.
So you were dealing with like Cuba stuff, Cuban Missile Crisis.
No, that was.
I mean, you're dealing with. Sorry, what was it?
Reagan.
Yeah, this
no.
is Cold War, Soviet Union.
Yeah. So when you were growing up, when did they start to integrate the schools and stuff like that? When is that?
Did they make you do bomb drills? You had to go under the desk and shit?
Duck and cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that really part of it?
Yeah, as if that would.
How old did you think I am?
You were
'Cause, by the way,
49. You're
You
49.
know, Game of Thrones is not a documentary, right?
Dwarves can be. I'm 650 years old.
Don't you start.
640.
Don't use
But we use a different time.
Celsius.
Celsius. Time is different with our community.
I'll never say community again. I'll never ask a question
Community
about the
sounds
community.
like-
I just want.
Don't. Who has the minutes from the last meeting? Gelderhide. Yes. Well, so many. Can we please? We talked about the beards everywhere. Why do dwarves all have beards? I don't know.
What is that? What is that? You have
In
great
fantasy.
facial hair, though.
That's unemployment, man. It's just unemployment and Thicket.
Thicket. It definitely worked for Thicket.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Do a lot of dwarves have beards?
Shut the fuck up.
No.
Dealing with a real one. You're dealing with a real one right now.
I want to say that
every day. Tell him shut the fuck up. Tell him no, Pete. Pete, let him know.
I was asking.
Tell him shut the fuck up, Mark.
Is that a stereotype? I was curious.
I love that.
Yeah,
Let him fucking know.
Yep.
All right? Scott, don't play around, dude.
God, I really want to kind of come back. But shut the fuck up was just. It
just shuts it all
But I
down.
should have like done something.
Perfect.
No, it
It
is
just
perfect.
shuts it
Just
all
a
No,
down.
I'm just talking about the fan Lord of the Rings stuff.
If you look in his eyes, he's still reeling right now. You can tell. He's melting down. I know him.
I'm right next to him. It's a little dead inside.
He's dying.
Yeah.
He's dying on that couch.
Mm.
He's gonna
So
put
anyway,
three more
the
zin in his
Thicket.
face.
Elliot, well, it's like, yeah.
Thicket in theaters.
We're signing off.
When no, we're not signing off.
okay.
But when in theaters, when though? In theaters,
September the 6th.
September the
There's
6th.
still movie theaters?
Yo, how long will they be alive? Why is there no Peter Dinklage on YouTube promoting his stuff? Because the only thing he says,
Yeah, go see the theater. You won't bother, and there's no theaters
there's
anymore.
a John.
It's so sad.
There's a Jonathan.
Oh, yeah, the movies. But the Oscars.
Yes, Jonathan Ross.
No, it's a funny thing we could talk about culturally because I think truly, and in terms of comedy, which I think this is what this is, you're supposed to be funny.
Yes, we're trying. We're trying our hardest.
Like I feel like comedy is at the front lines of, which it shouldn't be. It should be the opposite of what's dying in the movie business, because it's really hard to make a comedy that's released in theaters.
You're right.
And it shouldn't be, because you want the people around you to laugh and everything, but people are getting their fix from YouTube. From YouTube. Falling down the stairs. Let's get a little, I got my laugh for the day, like
TikTok,
my little laugh
Instagram,
quota.
yeah.
And I don't want the long form comedy anymore, because I don't have because show me the laugh beginning to end. And like a Hal Ashby movie, even like, it just, I don't want to follow a narrative to get my laugh. I want a quick fix.
It's a big investment.
So we got to watch that.
I think that you were onto something. I also think
I don't know what I'm onto, but I feel like you guys are all funny. We should watch that.
International
like
audience.
That's what I was.
They're fearful.
Long form comedy is.
My understanding was internationally it doesn't play as well because so many jokes are so
they
cultural,
believe.
so whatever.
So they believe.
So they put their money into. I mean, you were in a Marvel movie. It's like that internationally will play. Comedy, you don't know if the joke is going to translate well in.
But you need the patience for the
that is
the
what I definitely
agree.
think that is a part of it.
And I feel like, whoa.
I also think if you put out a comedy movie that's not funny, it is wildly disappointing to go see.
It's so sad.
That's the thing. So it's like, and I think people are a little bit hesitant, culturally. I think that pendulum swing, and I think there was a moment where it swung in a direction where people were a little scared about taking some chances. I think the pendulum swung back, but it takes time to make films. So in the next maybe year, 2 or 3, then maybe we'll get some fun stuff. But I also think that like people want convenience, man. So you can watch a movie at home. You can watch, the greatest TV shows at home. You want me to put on shoes and an outfit and get a babysitter and go to the fucking theater
next door to me.
Dude, I saw Dune. We saw Dune. In San Francisco, we watched Dune.
You had a Sour Patch Kids crinkler next to you.
This was actually it was more annoying.
Worst.
I had someone ironic.
I'll shush my own kids for doing that.
I love that. I fucking
Should be
love
streaming
it.
something like. Shh.
I had a guy ironically laughing next to us, like he was so in on it.
Oh god.
That he's like, oh, that wasn't exactly how it was, and and now I feel like I'm not getting it.
Oh,
so now I'm insecure about my own consumption of the movie, and I can't just get lost in the picture, which I want to get lost in.
Right.
And I had that moment where I'm like, I have a big screen at home. I have a good sound system.
Dune's coming out in like a week.
Fucking 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So then, should we all be making stuff for? I mean, the money isn't there, obviously, but should we make stuff for streaming because that is how people are consuming things, or should we push people to theaters?
Well, I think it's sort of, Spielberg, I heard an interview with him and he's like, I don't run a studio, but even for promotion, for the people, for the diehards that don't have a big screen, who want to see it on the big screen. And it's also the sound, because sound at home isn't as good as some of those things. Depends on the movie theater you go to. We have Alamo in Brooklyn, which is incredible. The seats are incredible. They play great movies. They play retrospectives. But Spielberg said in this interview where he's like, I don't run a studio, but just show it for a couple weeks for the diehards and for promotion for when you stream it. Just give it that chance.
Also,
don't allow that chance to go away. Because like me, who back in the day when I would I remember with my friends, we lined up for Cape Fear. On the opening day, Cape Fear opened and there was one guy ahead of us. We were up all night drinking and we got there at like the first showing at like 10 a.m. and there was one guy in front of us already on the line who was like crazy, this middle-aged guy by himself. And you're like, oh wow, you're more of a diehard than we are. And that was the excitement. And it was communal. Yeah. Just waiting in line. Remember, I saw Star Wars 5 times when I was a kid. Yeah. And part of it was like, what number is this for you? The community of standing in line. And it was so fun.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying.
We didn't have the thing at home.
For stand-up, for comedy, so much of laughter is communal, contagious of it.
That will never go away.
Seeing it in the theater with everybody laughing, and then you get to share that laugh, you'll laugh more than you will if you watch it by yourself.
That's true.
Yeah. I wish there was, and that's why live comedy, so much of it is better. So much of the reason it's better than watching on TV, because we get to share the laugh.
Yeah. Also, I think that's why horror still works in the theaters.
Horror. It needs a collective.
That it is
You
so
guys were
much.
scared together.
Yeah, we're scared together. So there's the comfort of being together. Like watching a fucking scary movie by yourself,
Psycho.
alone.
Psycho behavior.
You got to go to sleep after that shit.
Yeah.
But watching it with 100 other people or 200 other people, you get to leave going, "Oh my god, that was crazy."
Kinda
This
giddy.
person throws their popcorn. It's a fun.
You kind of laugh after you get scared, breaks the tension a little bit.
That's an interesting point about like the you would brag. It was almost a badge of honor how many times you saw a thing.
Right.
And that is gone.
Right.
I don't think there's the redundancy anymore. Like, oh, I saw Titanic 5 times or whatever people ended up seeing.
Right.
I'm trying to think of a movie that I saw in the theater, like, and I was like happy to see it multiple
So
times.
we also know about everything before we see it now too.
Oh, you think too much is spoiled?
Oh, definitely.
So by the time the film is coming out, the internet has spoiled it. TikTok has spoiled it. All the writers have spoiled
Think about it. 1977, when I was a kid, I didn't know what a Chewbacca was or a C-3PO.
So the first time you see
First
it,
you see, you're going,
What the
what is this?
fuck?
What?
Oh,
and it's almost like
wow.
I have to go and watch this again because now I know what it is, so I can.
no, that's a fantastic point. The first time you were at the movie,
It's the first time.
your mind is blown.
Yeah.
Now we go into the movie in the same way you go into a restaurant. I already know the
Anything.
best dishes.
Anything.
I know what everybody
Baby
recommends.
Yoda's going to be in this.
But let's like everybody on the. I'm old. This is going to sound very old, but everybody on the dating websites. I've told you. I know it's mostly lies, but I've told you everything.
Every
about
single
me.
thing about
What's there to talk about?
There's nothing,
There's no slow reveal,
and even that slow reveal is redundant because I've
and there's
already
nothing
read everything.
more romantic than the slow reveal.
Yes, if finding something about somebody, it's the
It's the Lewis and Clark of the bedroom.
the event. yeah. That is.
Yeah, you uncover a shared interest. You're like, oh, fuck. You just got even better.
Oh my God, you love jean shorts too?
Yeah. We're meant to be
We're
together.
meant to be together. You didn't put that on your website.
Yeah,
That's a
true
great
love.
point. If I know everything, why do I have to get ready and go to the thing? If I knew nothing, everything I'm about to consume is going to be a surprise.
Right.
And that's what it makes sense why horror is.
We cushion ourselves to not have the unhappy ending.
Yeah.
And sometimes unhappy endings in terms
It's
of
important.
everything is like really important.
Now, think
You're
about
going
it.
to talk about happy endings?
No. I would love to. But think about horror still gives you that experience live because it's not
Yeah.
seeing a Chewbacca. It's the surprise of this person jumping out. So you
Yeah.
still get that surprise.
Right.
In most other genres, you're being tipped off to what's going to happen.
Right.
So what we crave is that surprise.
Right.
And if you're not going to provide that surprise, I might as well watch it at home.
Right. And you want to rush with the horror, you want to rush to the theater because like the great movies like Sixth Sense and Get Out is like, you don't want it spoiled. So you have to forget that because you know that something is going to be revealed. And like with a drama or a comedy, it's like,
It's revealed.
different.
So then if we know that will always be spoiled, then we have to change the way that we consume it or the way that we deliver it to people. Because you can't stop the internet, right?
no, good luck. It's kind of impossible. It's just how we re-engineer. Having kids, I think I have faith in like they're going to sort of turn their backs on it a little bit.
It's so funny. We talk about
I
this.
would love. I know it's probably.
No, this is
I
good.
think
This is
parents
great.
are dealing with it all the time, but it's. I would like a generation of like that of like Luddites again.
So
Yeah.
And they're all beet farmers.
no. It's all right. You know how like
Because it's just saturation.
Yeah.
And when you saturate someone with whatever,
Yeah.
it's like with drugs or you either go to rehab or with internet, they got to get,
I think that like our generation is obsessed with the internet, and I think
because it's new.
it's new, and I think children always reject the obsessions of their parents.
Right.
And I wonder if your kids, my kids, will see us on our phones all the time and be like, that's what old people do. Fuck that. I don't
There's
want
going
to
to be
do
like a
it.
straight edge movement in social consumption.
I genuinely believe that. In
Well, with kids, it's the bottom line of like they just still want to stay connected to their friends, and that's what the bottom line of why they're using it for that connectivity. Which we're putting on them all the horrible things that happen on the internet, all of that stuff, but they just want to be with their friends. And if
You don't want to miss out on a trend that your friends know about.
or
and then
just
you feel
like,
FOMO.
you know, just anything like, how are you? Just like, you know, anything like that. You want to stay connected. I think we put on to them all the evils of it all. And they're sort of so savvy early on now that they're just like, yeah, I just ignore that stuff.
So now they can discern between like the horrible content and then just the fun ways to connect.
I hope.
Yeah.
This is the idealistic version of the youth.
Yeah, we're the, and this is not my thought, but like we're the first generation that's smoking cigarettes. Who you said, Dak said it?
Yeah, Dak Shepard.
Where it's like
eating junk food.
Everybody eats junk food or fast food, smokes cigarettes.
Right.
And then the next generation is like, yo, what the fuck were they doing?
Right. We had to hide Playboy magazines
Under our beds.
no, right between the mattress. We had them in our tree fort in the backwoods, wrapped in plastic so they didn't get wet. Now, if it's such easy act, and it was like you going to the tree fort,
Yeah.
you know, like now it's like
Jerking off in the woods.
so saturated. It's great.
Grizzly Game of
Style.
Thrones, dude. You were in a tree.
Yes, you can't do that shit.
You can't get away with that anymore. If you're doing that in a tree fort in the woods,
Yeah, it's a little
Yeah,
terrifying.
that's sketchy.
but now it's so saturated that you can just get it whenever you want.
Whenever you want.
Why aren't they all locked in their bathrooms all the time?
Yeah. They got it so easy.
But so it's so saturated that maybe they're going to be like, it's not a big deal.
I remember downloading an image to jerk off to, and it would load from top to bottom.
No pun intended.
Yeah. And like, it was terrifying because like the tits load, but you don't know if there's going to be a dick there.
Oh, wow.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so you've already started the beat. You know what I mean?
Faxing porn? What is that?
He called you.
Check out this image.
Mom, leave the fax machine alone. Yeah.
I remember
wild.
watching like before cable. There was a box on, like my friend Chris had it, who had like cool parents. They had the bar down in the basement with the pool table. So they were the first to get cable in Jersey growing up. And it was just a box that sat on their TV called Wometco Home Theater. And it was, you turn from the regular TV and you'd flip the switch for this one station. And it was the first cable, like 1970, whatever. And during the day, it would be scrambled, so you would look at the boobs in the scramble. Yeah. You're like, I think I saw one. Flip back and forth. And then,
Yeah.
It's great. Before HBO, which later became my employer.
We had what was it? Channel 35. There was this woman,
Robin Bird.
Dude.
Come on. Come on.
She made
Which
us
was
men.
So
Robin Bird made us
Wait, who's
men.
Robin Bird?
the Robin Bird show.
Yeah.
She was
Public access, right?
she was a retired porn actress.
Okay.
She was like Tracy Lord's era.
Okay.
Robin Bird. And then she did this public access show called The Robin Bird Show. And it was so beautifully
would host-
low rent. She would just talk to like porn
stars,
actors.
yeah.
And like somebody would get up and dance like kind of half naked.
Yeah.
And
And they would just be naked. And she was like an older woman.
she was older then.
Yeah.
And she was sort of sun soaked and
Yeah, it's like
just-
white trash Diane
like,
Summers.
like just had smoked 3 packs a day.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
she was incredible though.
but it was we
Oh,
would just
that's
yeah,
an SNL version of it, yeah.
who was that? Dana
Oh, that's
Carvey?
Sherry O'Terry.
Oh, that's Sherry. Sherry.
Dana Carvey.
No.
Master of disguise.
Yeah.
Massive disguise.
Masturbation of disguise.
Dana got it.
Whoa.
Anyway, yeah,
Yeah, you put on Robin. You look up Robin Bird, and you're going to get a lot of.
but I remember we would go home as a group of friends.
Shit, that's so weird.
Is Jamil out there? Like, we would go home with like 5 of us. We would sit on
Come
our
on,
bed.
guys.
Yes, and we
Let's
would
just-
watch together.
Yeah.
And
Like it was the Super Bowl. You were
Yeah.
like
literally,
appointment
it's
viewing.
every single day.
Yeah. First
And-
time I watched porn was with the homies.
No, for real. My mom is, my mom's from Scotland, grew up poor as shit. So one of the things that like when she first, they had this dance studio and dancing got popular. Remember swing dancing got like really popular. It was in like Gap ads and shit
Dancing,
like
I
that.
think dancing's been
No,
popular
but-
for a really long time.
To the point where like you could
Oh,
make
in
money
Scotland.
teaching lessons.
What
No,
else?
this is
What
America.
else, Johnson?
Yes. So
You were raised in Footloose.
I was raised there. Dancing was illegal, but we broke the barriers.
Kevin Bacon was there in the burn.
6 degrees, man. Wait, what is that? 7?
Yeah,
7
yeah,
degrees.
yeah.
Anyway,
Is it now 7?
Yeah, they
No,
upped it.
6 degrees.
They
in
upped
Oh,
it.
because
degrees is Kevin
we're
Bacon.
overpopulated as a culture.
Yeah,
it's gotten
well,
big.
It's gotten
Yeah.
tougher.
But the penis is real. And did you know that?
What?
Kevin
Penis?
Bacon is known for having a unit.
I didn't know that.
Him and Elliot.
Did you guys talk about that when you watched the Robin Bird show together?
Mostly just that. Yeah. But I remember we would be watching in the room, and the door would be open, and we'd watch it on mute, and I didn't realize that it would reflect off a window. So my mom, who just made a couple bucks, one of her big splurges was when she bought the internet package, not the internet, the cable package.
Yeah.
She goes, I want all the channels.
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you, Mom. And we were just all there hard with the homies. And my mom noticed one day walking by that the TV would reflect off of the window. And then the next week we went and showed up, and there was no porno for us to be hard to.
No.
And yeah, it really affected our friendship.
Yeah. So you were left with the Oxygen Network. Yeah.
We would watch Elliot's music videos. Thank you, Elliot.
You should have got a jersey.
Welcome.
You
really
could have got the hookup.
I know.
You could have got the Playboys.
WHT, yeah.
Damn it.
What do you think of artificial intelligence in movies?
Oh.
As far as like writing and making, you think it's
Eat
inevitable?
yourself with that question, buddy.
Okay, what?
Not with writing. They can't. I have a couple of friends who are teachers, and they're navigating that landmine of students submitting papers, at a high school level, of English papers written by AI.
Yeah.
And they're very talented writers and teachers, and they can spot it right away. But it's like we had Cliff Notes back in the day, and it's like the new high-tech version of what Cliff Notes were. In movies, it depends. I think everybody sort of treats AI like the enemy, and it's really not. It's a tool. It's like if you have a hammer, you could either build a house or kill somebody with it. And it's really like it is still a tool. And I have a friend who's a really incredible visual director, and he sends me like short films that he makes just with AI, and they're weird and beautiful, but they're definitely AI. They're not, there's nothing human about them. So I think it's really kind of cool if it's used not to lie. If it's used like a dragon. It's like CGI. If you CGI a dragon, it's great. If you CGI a dog, that's obviously a CGI dog because we know what a dog looks like, and we'll always be able to tell. But if we treat it like a really cool technological tool, then I'm all for it.
Do you think that we can write dialogue?
But just don't lie with it. Just don't try and like hoodwink.
Cut corners.
Yeah, don't try to hoodwink me as a viewer, as a human being with it.
Yeah.
Or cut corners and like not hire a real person. So
Do you think AI dialogue can match Cyrano?
no,
No chance.
not the
Ever.
way. No, I don't think so, because it's regurgitation. It's regurgitating information that a human, at the bottom line, a human has given it.
Yeah, it can only work off what it has.
Yeah.
It can't innovate. It can't
make
inspire.
it better.
It can't make something that's never been made.
No, good luck with Shakespeare AI.
Yeah.
Good luck. All power to you, but it's never going to happen.
Have you done Shakespeare?
Yeah.
He did Cyrano, right?
Well, no. Cyrano is written by a very talented.
Yes. Frenchman. Yeah, I've done
Well, also,
a
I
bunch of
think there's a
When you
fan,
start-
there's a wife that played a role in that screenplay, right?
Yeah, she wrote Cyrano. Yeah. We did it as a play.
His wife is
Right, yeah.
incredibly talented.
You like
playwright.
Writer, director, yeah.
And you were very, very, when we hung out, you were very humble.
Edmond Rostand is the French writer. It just took me a second to remember his name.
But you were very humble and kind to your wife, and you were like, she's so unbelievably talented compared to me. That's what you said. And I remember that. I thought that was very nice. And you said that with nobody around. And I thought that was cool.
Yeah. Well,
And then you said, just kidding.
gotta be humble and kind. Yeah, I don't think that's a good question though. I think it's everybody's getting a little bit panicked, and we've created it. And we live in this sort of like Blade Runner thing of like things that they're going to take over.
Yeah.
Yes, we use them all the time, but
Yeah. I've seen people compare it to Photoshop. Like when Photoshop kind of came on the scene through Adobe, there's a lot of initial pushback from artists to say like, oh, if you're not sketching it with hand, you're not a real artist. You know, you're using it as enhancements.
But I do, yes. I know a lot of incredible prosthetic makeup artists, and now it's sort of to age people and de-age them, and it's creepy, and it doesn't have the same impact that an incredible prosthetic artist does to add wrinkles or take away. De-aging is harder, but you know, I think that's sort of fake looking too.
Dove brought up a good point. I think this is not to continue to talk about Game of Thrones, but we will. You can tell when sets are created and sets are real. I don't know why you can tell.
Because you have a brain.
But my brain should look at these things that are created digitally, but they look almost perfect.
Yeah.
And you had an interesting point, which is like in a real set, it offers more movement. You can like walk about the room.
Well, that's the thing. They're trying to make it perfect, and nothing's perfect. And
maybe
it's great for deep. Ellie can speak to this better than I can, but it's great for like really deep background, just to sort of. But like the stuff in the room, no.
You can't do it.
It's sort of ridiculous because it's actually more expensive than actually going and shooting a real set.
Yeah,
you're saying building out the artificial sets?
It's ridiculous. It's so expensive
because CGI AI artists know that pay me because now it's a thing, right?
Like the Mandalorian.
Yes,
is all shot on a virtual stage,
and it just looks.
But you know it. Not to put it's a great show, but you can tell that it's not real. It's not tactile.
Yeah,
but it's it's.
But that's okay because it takes place on different planets, in a way. But when a little bit, it's more is forgiven. It's not okay.
Yeah, you get away with more.
But more is forgiven.
It's thicket looks it. You see it. Like I'm not even trying to promote it. You will see it, and it will instantly feel cold.
I think it affects the actors subconsciously as well.
100%. If you are cold, you don't have to act cold.
Right.
Yeah.
And you can think about acting whatever the role is and getting the emotion. You know, like those things
Whatever
are
that is
done for you.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're on a set with a screen behind you, there's so many things to calculate.
All the great filmmakers prefer real locations to being on a stage.
Yeah.
I think it was
stage is easy for some things. Interior is great, boom. But even that, I'd rather shoot in a real restaurant and shut it down for the day and have like. I don't know. It just feels like people have sat here where I'm sitting and ordered.
Feels like a soap opera when it's fake. For whatever reason.
Yeah.
When it's real, I lose myself in it. I believe it. I can believe the absurdity. I can believe I can believe the fantasy. I can believe a fucking dragon when the castle's real.
Right.
When it feels like the background might be artificial and every stone is like perfectly laid.
I don't know if I can tell the difference, to be honest with you, but I can definitely see it affecting the acting. Like, to your point, if I'm sitting
you can tell the difference. You don't know you can tell the difference.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe I can. I don't know. I can't think of examples where I knew it was fake.
I didn't know that it was cheaper to actually go to location. If that's the case, why does everybody?
I mean, it's called a volume stage, and you have to go out and you have to shoot the background plates in order to do it, and then recreate like Batman, the new Batman with Patterson. That was all shot.
Shot in England. What's his name? Matt
Reeves.
Matt Reeves. Yeah.
All volume stage.
I thought that looked good though.
Yes, but you're talking about like $200 million.
Got it. So you need to spend that type of money to make it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, can you even? Yeah.
And that's the whole thing of like indie movies are trying to, it's, how do you compete with that?
So what about this idea?
When you don't have that facility. So you got to go real, and then it feels again, it feels better.
Okay. You were part of the golden age of television, and some people say the golden age of television basically happened because movie budgets skyrocketed to the point where they couldn't take chances, and they had to only do these $300 million existing IP films that were guaranteed success. And then all of a sudden, the beautiful stories that were maybe adapted from books ended up thriving on television. That's what some people say. Now that movies, these $300 movies, aren't necessarily making money, they're losing money. Do you think that the studios will start making the $20 million film in an effort to profit? And now we'll live in the golden age of film.
It ebbs and it's, I don't know, whether it's low tide or high tide. After our show, everybody wanted to spend a lot of money because they thought that's how you make a lot of money.
Yeah.
And then there was the feeding frenzy, Netflix and Amazon, and all those people, everybody's like spending. And I think a large part due to Thrones. And then it didn't work out for a lot of them. So they went, nope, we're not spending any money anymore. And so then you're going, all of us on the creative end of things just have to keep up with their
expectations.
Yeah, and their
budget,
their slate, and all of that stuff. So it's sort of like, what do you guys? What's the flavor now? Yeah. And how can we help? And we want to entertain people, and
I kind of feel like you want to.
It's really hard, and it's like politics in this country. We're never satisfied. The pendulum is just swinging back and forth. And, so there is no formula. It's just real. Whatever is popular, we're gonna follow that popular crowd.
Everybody's chasing what's successful.
But with that, you sacrifice risk and creativity and all that stuff.
Is there a story that you would want to tell, or a movie or a film you'd want to make that just like either hasn't been made or couldn't be made given the restrictions?
Oh, there's a billion of them, but I don't know until I read them. You mean what story I want to tell?
Yeah. Has there been anything in your mind recently that you're like, oh, I would love to see this?
Well, I just love challenging. Like in South Korea, they challenge. Why South Korean films are so great? They challenge genres. Like you can watch a horror movie that can leave you in tears, or, like an action movie that just is so beautifully dramatic. Like they're not. And thank God we've sort of had them come into our. They've become popular in our country.
Parasite was huge.
Parasite, yes. Because I just like the idea of defining genres. I think Jordan Peele does that really well in our country. He's like so good, but they've been doing it before Jordan Peele for a long time, but people I'll say it, maybe in our country, they just get sort of like, well, what kind of movie is it? How many Rotten Tomatoes did it get? Why don't I need to know what I'm seeing?
Yeah.
I don't ever want to know what I'm about to see. Pixar is incredible.
Yeah. And I think they define the genre where you're like, oh, I'm just going to go see the little kids cartoon. And you walk away being like,
what the fuck was that?
Why did they just do that in the first 10 minutes of Why can I not move?
Why are they courageous? No, I mean that genuinely. Like, why do you think they are so brave where everybody
kids are more open than we are?
Dude, that might be it. That might be it.
I don't know.
But they might be more willing.
Shrek was another one that really like flipped all that stuff on its head. Is like the princess saved the ogre at the end.
Yeah.
But they've defied what I was just talking about of like kids movies for adults.
Yeah.
WALL-E
is
I saw that before I had kids. Bro, it's one of the greatest movies I think ever made.
And there's no fucking dialogue.
It's like if Stanley Kubrick made an animated movie. That movie, WALL-E, is like still one of my top 5 movies of all time, and it's an animated kids movie. But it's not. It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, have you watched it with your kids?
Yeah.
And do they appreciate it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It transcends.
And are they getting the point of the film? Like,
yeah, of course. They get everything. Yeah.
Because it gets kind of deep towards the end. It's what happens when you pacify a group of people and just give them the most convenient thing.
But that's our perception. They get something else.
They get something.
Yeah. I do notice. The only thing I do notice is the pace in which these movies go. We saw Inside Out, and they all have like a pace to, like I showed them E.T. a couple of years ago. And they're like, it's funny because you watch E.T. as an adult and you're like, well, this movie is all about divorce. It's not about the alien at all. It's not at all. It's all about divorce and the kids suffering from it and the mom. But they thought it was just like kind of slow. And I think it's no fault of theirs. It's just we live at a speed now.
I saw Taxi Driver
with your little kids
with De Niro.
I showed him Schindler's List. They're like,
we need a factory.
Why was he saying that?
What's wrong with the Nazis? No. Zone of Interest was a big hit with them.
That is a great point. Pace. They're used to such fast pace.
Yeah.
And the older films are much slower.
Yeah.
But they build in a way that the newer ones, where you don't have the attention span, don't. So like if you give E.T. a little bit of time, all of a sudden you're really fucking invested in the story.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's not about the dragons, it's not about the alien.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about this like turmoil in the family, which is probably the most relatable thing to people and kids growing up at that time.
For sure.
Divorce getting super popular. Ooh, yeah.
But I didn't see any of that when I was a kid.
None of it.
I just saw, oh my God, this.
I saw Reese's. I was like, I really want Reese's.
Yeah. Do you know M&M's turned them down?
Yeah,
Fucking idiots.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
wow. So
But
crazy.
yeah.
You idiots.
Yeah, made
Nobody turns down Spielberg.
That's insane.
What makes Spielberg special?
Oh man, that innocence, that
Human
sort of
condition.
that idea of like it doesn't. Well, especially with the movies that I grew up with, Close Encounters, which still is one of my favorite movies of all time. It doesn't talk down to the kids. It makes them just right there with everybody else.
Treats the children like adults.
Well, just like smart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They can solve problems. They can.
Yeah, and he just has like a hope. I'm such a cynical fuck, but I need to go to the movies for hope. Like something's good about people, and he's always done that, and not in a saccharine way, but in like a real beautiful artist way.
But he also
and
got
all the great
Jaws.
artists, Fellini, everybody.
Yeah.
Let's give hope.
But Jaws is hope too. It's like this working class, like run of the
Nuance of family, the nuance of like sitting around a kitchen table without like making it feel product placement or something.
mundane.
Yeah, and it's weird because it's sort of, I think about that sometimes. I'm like, we grew up with his films. Did they define our childhood? Or did I have a childhood and Spielberg was a part of it? Because I was obsessed with movies from a very young age, and Spielberg in the 70s. And for my childhood, it was like, did he gear my childhood? It's funny. It's like, that's how deep it runs because it came at that age.
So you're looking at your childhood and your family dynamic through the lens.
Mom and Dad, why aren't you getting divorced?
Like, well, you love each other. This is weird.
Yeah.
We'd have a fucking alien if you just hated each other.
trying to
a little
build
bit.
character.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay, so Spielberg master at that. Anybody else outside of Elliot or Elliot included?
But I have a real cynical side going through me too. Like, so, because it's,
But this
Kubrick was asked, because did you maybe know this story? He's like,
No.
he was asked, why would you make, because he was Jewish.
Yeah.
Stanley Kubrick, the greatest filmmaker of all
Don't
time.
hold it against him.
Spielberg's also a favorite filmmaker of all time. He was asked, did you ever think about making a Holocaust movie? And he said, I
don't make comedies.
I don't make comedies. Good night. And he
Sorry.
said it's impossible.
Yes. Wait, why? Why do you say it's impossible?
Because apparently it's like really bad what happened. And they said, well, what about Schindler's List? And he said, Schindler's List was about, I don't know the number, 850 people surviving. The Holocaust was about 6 million people dying. So as great a film as Schindler's List is, it still had that hope. Like it was about survival. And I want to see Kubrick's version. It's too late now, but like about like there's no happy ending here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, yes, we need the hope. We need that. But yeah,
That's interesting.
that was his version of that and why he didn't do it.
But like what you see in a story is interesting. You're cynical, so you want to see the best versions of humanity. You want to, and it reminds you like, okay, I'm a little cynical, but you know what? There is some good shit out there in the world, and it's worth pushing through, and life is awesome.
Right.
And yeah,
Because I get sort of bombarded with a lot of weird shit on a day-to-day basis living here in the city. And if I get one, it makes it okay if I get one little
Beautiful story. Yeah.
just like from a stranger. It's like it's weird when you're in the public eye. It's like Blanche DuBois. I've always depended on the kindness of strangers. Streetcar Named Desire. It's a great line, and I like that's true for if you get a little in the public eye. You're like, I just want a little kindness from you. It's really refreshing.
It
And
reminds
it gives me
you-
a little hope
people are good.
because most of it's like, oh my God, like stealing
How can I
pictures and like
take from you?
me,
I
me,
wanna
me,
take
me.
from you.
And when you just get a little like,
What can I give to you, or what
yeah,
can I
it's
just
nice.
let
It's
you
just,
be? a
just
human
and all I need is just that little reminder. It's nice. It's not woe is me at all, but I rarely get it from white people. 'Cause it's all about this.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the state of the country? Like, are you worried at all in this political climate?
Careful now.
Whoa.
Careful now.
Yeah, I'm worried all the time. All the time.
What gives you hope?
You? freedom of speech. I don't know. The next generation, which will just hopefully obliterate all our bad mistakes.
Yes.
Because we're living in
Wild times.
whoa. I don't think people are aware that, again, we did have a civil war not so long ago in the grand scheme of like the how long people have been around.
Yeah.
So it's terrifying.
Yeah. I do think we are a little like numb or desensitized.
Yeah. Which happened in Europe a while ago, too.
What happened around then?
I
I don't know. Nothing bad, probably.
The Thicket in theaters. September.
Okay. I know you have plenty of things to do. We are so grateful for your time. Anything before you leave? Any like last thoughts? You gave this great speech at your college, and I thought it was really
You
cool.
wanted that. You wanted more
No,
of that.
I don't. I wanted exactly what you gave today.
Director Schultze.
No, just because just hanging out with you, I was like, oh, I hope we get the guy that I hung out with, which I thought you gave us, which was awesome. But,
Get rid of these cameras.
Yeah. No, I thought you brought it even with the cameras. Yeah. But I really thought that you had some great advice for these kids, and it felt like you actually really cared about your college. I don't think a lot of people care about their college experience, but I thought you did.
Yeah, I really don't.
And I thought it was really cool. And you wasn't impactful to you, but you fucking enjoyed.
No, I'm saying I didn't
about his
enjoy
college.
I wouldn't. Come on.
No, your college. Like you'd enjoy going.
No, yeah.
But it felt like
Waste my
you
time.
valued your time at your school.
I wish I did. I wish I valued my time in high school more. Like,
Interesting.
It's hindsight is 2020. We all have regrets. But no, it's just again, they were all so young, and it's like, wow, you're at such a fork in the road at that age.
Yeah.
And you can go down any number of paths. And I was just trying to speak to, don't worry about making mistakes.
I thought,
Because mistakes are everything. They're maybe more important than like things that you don't think are mistakes.
fail again.
Yeah. Yeah, I got that tattoo on my back.
Wait, really?
Yeah, Beckett, my favorite writer. Yeah, it's all about like failing.
And what is it?
Ever tried, ever failed. It's just fail again, but fail better.
Yeah.
Because there's no like perfection. It's just failing better. And that's what we do for a living. We just trust that every time out of the gates, we're going to make something great, but it's all about failing better.
Yeah.
And it sounds cynical, but it's really not. Just about failing better.
And you keep on feeling better, and eventually.
And I like that contradiction of terms too.
What do you mean?
Failing better.
Yes. Yeah, if the expectation is almost like, hey, this might not work out, but it might work a little better than the last time you tried.
Yeah. And differently too.
Yeah.
But again, it's all about just faith in each other and all that stuff. Yeah.
Peter Dinklage, everybody.
Elliot Lester, everybody.
Elliot Lester, Peter Dinklage, The Thicket. Hey, we would love it if you guys went and watched The Thicket.
Don't watch The Thicket.
Also, don't watch it, but we would love if you guys go check it out. Go check it out in theaters. These guys are absolutely amazing. They let me be in this really beautiful, cool movie. So thank you so much. And thank you so much for taking the time. I know this is rare for you, but this is awesome.
No, thanks.
You're the man.